Hey, Cena. I was talking. I thought I had already clicked the live button. Oh my gosh. So yeah, this is my first live. I wanted to start just, I wanted to do something a little different, something that'll shed light, something that'll allow people to express themselves without being judged, express themselves to um give them a sense of relief. I think talking about things definitely helps all of us instead of just keeping things bottled in. I think that hey Christine, hey Cap, I think that gives us all um some form of peace in a way, just being able to talk about stuff. So I'm naming this live Thursdays when I go live. It's gonna be called Thriving Thursdays. And hey Martina, hey Birdie. It's just gonna be a way for um me to talk about ways to thrive because I put up there, I think on my thumbnail, thrive means to flourish, to be your best self. And definitely, I think that, conversations are needed. That's one of the resources we have to freeing our minds because everything starts with a thought. Um, and I think in order for us to thrive, we have to actually want to. It takes changes, it takes discipline. Um, yes, I do need some mods. Okay, I need to learn how to do that, Cena. Hey, Chloe. I need to learn how to what I do, Cap, how do I get my mods? This YouTube thing is new to me. Yeah, but this was just gonna be like an open panel. If people wanted to come up. Now let me figure out how to do that. Lord, I don't know how to do nothing. Nothing out here. This is too funny. Um, that's not it. Okay, yeah. So I wrote a few things down. I feel that it takes courage to thrive. I mean, you can't be afraid to do what it takes to move forward in life. Whatever that thing is that deep, 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 deep down inside that's probably holding you back, you have to admit that to yourself. And I also think that we all need support in a way, even though people may act like, oh, I'm good, I'm Gucci. Uh, yeah, we need support. We need more love. That's why I named my thing More Love. And my theme for that is in a world filled with hate, we really do need to spread more love. I don't care how tough people try to appear. Um, Deep down, we are all dealing with something and going through something. So my goal for this Thursday is to just shed light and be a light to help people get through some of those darkest moments. I'm still sitting here trying to, yo, now how do I not know how to do the most simplest thing on here? I'm trying to share my thing, and Cap still ain't told me. Oh, yes, he did. Let's see. Duh, it's right there. Yay. Okay. Okay, y'all. I got it. Boom. Oh, I think. Oh my gosh. I did it. Okay, so yeah, if y'all want to come up and talk, y'all can. And another thing I learned about in order to thrive, I mentioned that it takes courage to admit those things that may be holding you back so that you can move forward. I also think that it takes a level of vulnerability to do and admit that. And some people, I've heard most of my life, vulnerability looks like a sign of weakness. But in my opinion, in all reality, um, I think it takes a very strong person to be vulnerable and admit, um, those issues that they may have. Yeah, I'm one of those. And Thriving Thursdays, I think on the photo it says to flourish to be your best self. I'm not even at my best self. Of course, none of us are day to day. We all striving to be our best selves. So this is to help me too, as well as yes, Birdie, you are right. It's strength. This is helping me as I do this every week. I was like, you know what, I have to start speaking up and making a name for myself. So that's definitely what I want to do. And I want to see everybody win. Um, I noticed in life, like it's like a lot of people compare themselves to this or to that, or um we as humans, a lot of us are in competition with one another, when we should really be a team, be more supportive of each other and respect each other's views, even if they may be different than our own. That's something I'm also learning. Uh, to be more open minded and meet people where they are. Meeting people where they are is so important. So yeah, the link, if y'all want to come up, y'all can come up. Hey Michelle. Hey Lynette Boo. I think I spoke to everybody. Yeah. So oh, and I was looking at a scripture. I think it's Proverbs 31:31. And it says the work that you do will basically introduce you to the world. Meaning, if we want to flourish, it won't always be easy. We have to say, okay, this is not going to be an easy road, but no matter what the road looks like, I'm going to keep pushing forward and I'm not going to give up. I learned that, laziness is out. It's time out for laziness if you want to flourish. Um, and to definitely include God in all that I do. I don't know about anybody else's belief system, but I love God and I thank him for Christ. He's personally worked for me. So that's who I take with me every day. Um and God's plan is for us to pursue him and really never be defeated. And I know like some people that don't believe be like, oh God, you going through this, God ain't spoke for you, he ain't changing nothing for you. But he really does work. Um, I think that what I'm learning with my walk with God is he takes us as serious as we take him, if that makes sense. Like if we pour a little bit, I'm gonna say this little prayer because I'm going through this, gotta be like, all right, he'll hear us. But I think it takes like if we pour ourselves into him completely, like love him with all our heart, all our mind, all our soul, like he tells us to. Oh, I don't do that all the time. I'm human. But he'll be right there, you know. Any of y'all want to come up and talk about like something that you may feel like you need to release or you may want advice on? Um just something you want to get up off your chest. Anything. I'll do the link again. Thank you, Birdie. I appreciate you guys so much for coming in here. Yeah, respect is definitely the number one key. Hey Tracy, thank you for joining. I appreciate y'all so much. And I'm gonna do this every Thursday. I think it'll be 9. Sometimes it may the if the time changes, I'll let you all know. Um, let me see. And then when I was looking at Proverbs 31 where it says, um, is that the verse I was looking at? Hold on. Dang, I forgot. But basically, whatever you pour out, I think it was Proverbs 31:31. Um, whatever we pour out, and then he says he'll preserve us. Oh, and he'll give us good reward according to the work that we do, right? So to me, like I used to be like, oh, reward, like if I do this, oh, blah blah blah, and it's so much deeper than like I would view it from a material standpoint. Hey Shay, I would view it from like a material standpoint, like, oh, I'll be rewarded. Oh, when it says like God came that we may have life and have it more abundantly, like, yeah. Oh, living an abundant life, like I'm gonna have this mansion or I'm gonna be a billionaire. Um, no, like abundance comes in so many forms. I had to learn that like as I deepen my relationship in Christ. Um, and one thing I love about God is He loved me for who I am, flaws and all. When I'm turning up, when I'm, not as connected to Him as I should be, He still keeps me. And His word is so true. Like He keeps me abundantly. And my abundance, because I said it does come in many forms. Like I see people use that scripture a lot pertaining to wealth. Like when it comes to material, but for me, it has been in my body, in my mind. He has kept me. Some of y'all know my story with my health. Like I literally have to tell people my situation for them to know. And to me, that I've said it before, that's the true example of um you don't look like what you've been through, or when God's word says He will preserve us. He really has preserved me. I am 36 years old. Really, what I've never had stomach cancer, but I'm considered what they call no stomach. I have no small intestines in my body. um Insulin 3 to 4 times a day. Again, I said it's not from weight, nothing to knock nobody if it is from weight, but I just thank God for how He has kept me. I remember being in that room, my mama screaming. I remember hearing the doctor say, she's not gonna make it past tonight. And my mama was screaming. And I just remember at 14, I said, God, if you are real, because at 14 you only know so much. I said, God, if you are real, please save me. I said, but I want to be able to live. I don't want to be here and be a burden. They were like, if she does make it, she won't be able to walk, she won't be able to talk. I said, I already, do so much in medication and having to deal with that. I said, so I'd rather just be with you if I can't live for real. So I remember waking up, probably like they told my parents they would go in and do a surgery because my stomach they kept asking, was I pregnant? I was like, no, I'm a virgin. But my stomach looked like I was carrying twins at 14, and I started turning white, and they did this CAT scan. They were like, they asked me like, have you been able to, digest or go to the restroom regularly? I said, no, it's been like probably 8, 9 days, but that was normal for me. I was so skinny. I really just couldn't I was just different. And my mama was like, girl, you should have told us. But they went in and did the surgery. They was like, we had to remove her small intestines. I remember hearing them, but I couldn't talk. I couldn't move anything. And I just remember it was a mental thing. I was like, okay, Lord, come on now. I can't do nothing for myself. And then I remember um slowly coming back like coming back, like they were like, we're gonna help her walk. My pastor came out there, he prayed for me. Um, I made it through the surgery. Like they said, I wouldn't be able to use the restroom ever again. I remember telling my mom, like, I was able to go. And then all the doctors came in there. It was like 15 doctors. And they were like, you like a walking miracle, right? Because I was straight up with God. That's one thing. Like, I talk to him as if he's right here. Listen, because I know he hears me no matter what, even in those moments when it seems dull, like he may not. Um, so he kept me, like I learned how to walk again. I was able to talk. I don't have like I function pretty regularly. So I give God all the glory for that. And I just want to encourage people who may feel like they in like a dry or a dark space, like God may not hear them. He hears you. Talk to him, and once we talk to him and things start to change, that's the whole point. We got to go through these tough times in our life so that we can help other people. And I think that that's how we all come together and thrive. Just talking about things. Just Oh, Tracy, what was wrong? They took out my small intestines. I couldn't digest my food. They thought it was related to my diabetes, but it wasn't. It was just a rare surgery. They still don't know what caused it, but yes, he's definitely on time, James. They don't know what caused it, but they did the surgery and it took me a minute to get back to myself. I think it took a few months. My dad had to take off of work and be there. So, and I that's why like I think my life is probably I think I've been more serious than anybody in my family since I was a little girl. We all have our own different journeys, and I think because I always had to worry about, am I how long I'm gonna be here, or I take my life more seriously. I try to have a good balance of fun, but also a good balance of I try to balance fun and reality, if that makes sense. I try to have a good balance of both of those. But I just thank God. I don't talk about it a lot because I get very emotional, but he has been so good to me and I just want to encourage anybody. It may not be health with you. It could be a situation with people, or it could be just self-esteem, or it could be financial. He can meet you where you are in all of those things. That can turn around for you if you literally, like, I've had moments where I had to just cry out on my face like, God, where are you? Are you not hearing me? I've had moments where would talk to God upset, but I was still talking to him. You get what I'm saying? He wants to hear from us in every state that we are in. So I'm thankful, and it's all about a personal relationship. Whatever you got to do to get better, whatever it takes to thrive. Like I said, um, do it, get it out. Whether you got to talk about it, I said pray about it, laugh about it, yell about it, whatever it takes. And I think that's why the suicide rate is so high. People pretend like they okay, and they really don't be okay. They don't be okay. I've been there. I've been there. We all have moments where we just kind of going through the motions, acting like it's all good, and it's really not all good. Like, and it's okay. We're human. We all need somebody to talk to. We all need somebody that's gonna genuinely be there. And it's hard to trust out here. That's another thing. I pray for a spirit of discernment. Like, God, show me if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. God, show me if this person is supposed to be in my life. And he works just like that. I'm pretty sure y'all heard my sister say that too. Discernment is very important. So, but I think it takes a team. Like, we all need some sense of support, even if it's just one person in this life that you feel you can talk to. That helps. Talking about it. If any, oh, hold on. I'm sorry. See, I'm new to this. Hey girl, I'm so sorry. I didn't know you was up there.
No, it's okay. I knew you was gonna see it.
Yeah, but
Um,
but I just wanted to say I can only be a testament as far as what I've gone through. I just want to um say that in order for me to get to this point, like I have to accept the bad too, the good too, in order to keep moving forward. Like that's the key. Don't look back. Whatever happened, leave that stuff back there. Use it. Don't use it as like a crutch or something to make you bitter. Use it as something to make you better. That's gonna help you grow. And that's what I try to do. And I'm also learning to be more accountable. Like if I'm wrong about something, I was wrong about that, or I should have did it this way. I think that also helps. Like we have to learn to let our pride go. Pride is definitely the downfall of a man. So I try to make sure that I'm not walking in pride. I try to be very forgiving, um, just for my sanity. I know that if I carry things, like I won't be able to push forward. I will not be able to be my best self if I carry resentment or bitterness or anger in my heart. So in order for me to thrive, I have to forgive. Like, and that's not easy. Oh Lord, help me. Sometimes you want to punch somebody, you know, but he fights way better than I can, if that makes sense. So I'm learning to really like lead people with God. And I would want them to do that for me too if I'm wrong about something, because I know that I have a personal relationship with him and he gonna check me just like I want him to check other people. He's gonna check me. Um, but I just want us all to grow. Like I want to use my platform as something very positive. I want to use my platform for God. It is what it is. Um, And of yeah, like it's fun, all of that. I'm not gonna take away from having a good time on YouTube, but I'm just saying what I'm doing, what God has called me to do, and I just gotta be obedient, if that makes sense. Like God ain't playing with me in this season when it comes to I told you to do this. I made that very clear that I want you to do this. And sometimes I sit on stuff for a long time and I refuse to do that. At this point, I learned that a lot of lacking can also come from disobedience. So yeah, that's another thing. In order to thrive, we have to be obedient. We have to learn to forgive. It takes courage, like I said, to admit some of the things that you may struggle in. But what were you gonna say, Lynette?
um, I came up here to support you, and also
Love
I
you
just
too,
want to
Cena.
thank
I'm
you.
sorry, Lynette. I'm listening. Hold
I
on,
also
before you
want,
start, I'm sorry. Shay said, I'm constantly asking God to work on my heart. Me too, Shay. Tracy, it sure is hard to trust. Loyalty ain't it no more. Girl, when I tell you I be on my knees praying, Father, help me, show me. Yes, James, God just wants our time. That is so true. You never know what a person might be going through. Yep. Can you share the link you just here for support? Oh, okay, Michelle. I'm sorry. I'll share it again. Um, so
pin
true.
it
I
when
can
you
relate.
share
My
it. Pin
love.
it
Many blessings to you. Huh?
when you share it. Pin it.
Girl, you're gonna have to teach me.
Oh, I don't know. So
Oh like Lord.
I don't know.
I didn't even know how to share the link the first time. But Cap told me, so it was all good. I'm a learn. That's gonna be my next thing I learn. But y'all just keep telling me to share it if you want me to until then. But go ahead,
Chico, I'm
Lynette.
sorry. Chico, don't run. Sometimes it's hard for us to accept when God is calling us. Um, like I said, I a lot of y'all on here know that I have a story to tell. First off, I want to start by saying thank you for sharing your story. That's like
Of
very
course.
touching. Um, Diabetes run in my family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, my grandma passed away from she lived a good life. healthy, all of that. But she passed away. Um, she went to the doctor and later on found out she had diabetes and passed away.
I'm
Like,
so
no,
sorry.
not knowing that she had it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So that turned my life upside down. That was the last
Wow.
time I really got to spend time with my dad. My dad went into depression. I'm sorry, it
Mm-hmm.
gives me emotions talking about it. But my dad went into depression and he just left. And he was the backbone to my mom. My mom,
Mm-hmm.
um, he kept my mom and, all me and all my siblings together. Um,
Mm-hmm.
so once my dad left, then my mom went into a space of, just being her. Because even though my mom was who she was, my dad is who kept her, grounded.
Yeah.
And so after that, about my dad not being there, my mom, I just lost my mom, and she just went into, drugs and allowing men
Wow.
to, tell her what to do with her kids. And, she allowed a man to come into her life and tell her he didn't want her kids, he just wanted his. So
Mm.
she just up and gave us away.
I am so sorry. Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, I lost my grandma to diabetes, and diabetes run in both sides of my family. So I talked about me going through things with my daughter's dad, and going through all of that depression. It made me gain weight, and
Mm.
as I gained weight, you know, I got diagnosed with diabetes, and it was something that I had to deal with. And I'm not on all the medication that I was on,
That's a blessing, girl.
because I started working hard to get the weight off. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that I can work hard to get the weight off, and get off of all of that medication, because it was making me sick. It
Yes.
I always been a healthy person.
Mm-hmm.
So for me to get on all, having to shoot myself and take pills, all of that, like that was too much for me. It was like really
Yeah.
taking all
And
my energy.
I remember just being diagnosed at 9, like my parents, we stayed at the doctor like every week when I was first diagnosed. They were like, why is she diabetic? Like she weighs 60 something pounds and blah blah blah. I was like, how did I get this? Like my mom ate exactly what my brother and my sister ate. I might sneak a little extra something something, but I'm like, how did this happen? Um and like I would get mad because the time, like I remember waking up, I was in the room with my sister. I was just screaming with the stomach surgery. I was 14, so I had been diabetic for what, 5 years. I was like, something wrong with me. And she was asleep and the pain just kept getting worse. And I was by her bed. I just started, and my daddy heard me. He was like, what's wrong? I said, I can't breathe. I can't feel nothing. And then we called the ambulance. Man, that was a journey. Like for 24 hours, they were running tests. And I just remember them saying, if we don't have emergency surgery right now, this girl gonna die. And then if we have the surgery, like after I had it, the fact that they was like, she won't be able to do nothing. That's how I know God is so real. Like the things that the body needs to function, I don't even have. And I just
Wow.
remember praying the prayer, God, if you are real, like I want to know you for myself. And I just remember like weeks before that, I shared with my daddy, right? That's how I know God has been so boom, just right there in my life. I was like, I just went in the living room. My daddy was like, baby, what's wrong? Hey JW. He was like, what's wrong? I said, I'm scared to die. I just start screaming, right? Because I had been
Mhm.
struggling with my health since I was 9. I was like, this ain't normal. Like, I have to wake up. I got to take 4 shots every day. What's going on? And then my mama was like, she'll argue with the doctors. No, there are people who've had diabetes and they get rid of it. And then they were like, well,
Mhm.
she's a chronic diabetic. There are two types. You're referring to type 2. She has type 1 diabetes. Her pancreas produces zero insulin. As you can see, it's not because of her diet and the way that she eats. So when people try to use that, I think whatever little debacle I had with those people 2 weeks ago, they was like, "You dumb, blah blah blah." If you would have ate right, no, that wasn't it. But anyway, so they had to explain the type of diabetes that I had to my parents, you
Yeah.
know. But anyway, when I was in there, like the way God just strategically healed me and allowed me to see him and know him personally. Like I just remember 2 weeks before that, I didn't know I was gonna get sick. I said, Daddy, I'm scared to die. He was like, you don't
Really,
have to
he
be scared.
is good. God is very good.
Yes, and he talked to me all night. Like he read me scriptures. He was like, "You don't have to be afraid. Like to be with God is to be in the best place you could ever be in. Like I'm here for you." He was always supportive when I cried out to him like that. And it was like God was preparing me, right? And then the
Hmm.
day before I got sick, we had this talent show at school, and these kids had did like a praise dance to The Storm Is Over Now. So that song was in
Mm.
my head like the whole time I'm in pain. My whole family in there standing around like I'm about to die. And then to wake up, and I just remember my mama yelling, saying, "She woke up, you know, she's here." And then they still giving her bad news. And I couldn't talk, and I was still in my mind, God, if you were real. That's always been my thing. God, if you were real, I can only speak for me. And I know people have different belief systems. Like I say, I think that God speaks to us and shows himself in so many different ways
Yes.
to us. So I can't knock what works for other people. But what I can do is be a witness for the God that works for me. And
Yeah.
it has been Christ, you
And you
know.
know,
Um,
God sent you to do his work. You know, he choose the ones that he want to be vocal and to, you know, go out and speak the word. And, you know, sometimes um we ignore it. And that's what I was about to say to Chipo. Don't run
mhm.
from it because for
Don't cheapo.
years
Yes.
I ran. Um
Mhm.
my sister them they don't listen to me. They don't like when I talk to them because they always saying I'm preaching. Um,
Hold on, Tracy. No, I did not. I don't know. Good question, because it wasn't common back then, that surgery. They just said we have to remove her small intestines. Like, um, it's weird. And the more that, because I'm in this type 1 diabetic group on Facebook, a lot of people I know have had to have this rare surgery. Um, yeah, but they didn't know what to call it back then. They don't know why it happened. It could have been. I don't know.
maybe you should get tested for it.
But yes, and as far as cheapo, like I said, what I'm doing right now, it ain't just something to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, and sometimes we need those outlets. Like we have to create things to do just to clear our mind. Like that's why I get on YouTube a lot. I go to y'all pages, y'all make me laugh. Y'all take my mind off of stuff sometimes, like if I may not be feeling good in my body. But for me, like because I'm low key, like I'm shy. Y'all hear me a lot of times. Like
Hmm.
I have had to face this timid thing. It's weird. Like I want to be a singer and a speaker, but I'm shy. But God has
Hmm.
put like this gift of speaking. And my mama always say, like, you came here like sickly, but you're a healer. You came here as a healer. So I'm learning like a lot of these attacks that I've gone through in my body, it's like literally a spiritual warfare. Like the enemy try to use it to keep me down, but in a way it's a blessing because it's a way for me to say, God, get me through every time. No matter what. God be working it out for me. So I'm thankful. So now it's just about me being obedient. He has spoke to me
Right.
like so clear. You have to tell your story so that you can encourage other people. Like and it ain't just about me. I want to hear other people's stories too.
Hmm.
Like I'm not perfect. You know, Thriving Thursdays, it says to be your best self, to flourish. I'm trying to be my best self every day. Part of it is talking
It's
about it. Part of
hard.
it is yeah, being obedient to what God tells me to do, even if I'm the outcast, even if I have to walk alone, God is teaching me you walk anyway. I'll send the people. Don't worry about that. Don't worry
Hmm.
about the views. Don't worry about who don't like you. Don't worry about who take, things the wrong, like everybody not for me, but the people that are, God will send them. I do the work that God tells me to do and the people will follow. It's just, I'm just being obedient. Like it's time for me to speak out and stop being just so closed and boxed in because I have a lot to say,
Hmm.
and I just thank God for getting me through every situation. That's only part of it. And it ain't about coming to YouTube like, oh, don't tell your business, don't do this. That's not it. This is a this is a job. This is an assignment that God has me on. It's way bigger than me. So what I'm doing is I'm using my platform to shed light. Like I want to help. I gotta do exactly what God told me to do. So um yeah. So I'll be doing this every Thursday. Yep, JW, God is good all the time. Willie, thank you for coming. God will lead you. All you have to do is listen, Mo. You are so right. And like I will be like, oh, I'm not gonna do this, or I'll get to it. Like even with my song, when all that stuff was going on, that
Hmm.
drama I was in like 2 weeks ago, um, I got distracted. I said, no, what I'm not gonna do is sit on this like for another year. I say, oh, I'll do it in a week. I'll do
Amen.
it in 2 weeks. A month be done past, then 3 months, then six, then we going into another year, and I'm making the same promises. No, I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I want to start my channel December 1st, and I ended up starting it sooner. I was like, I have to stop doing it. It. I just gotta move when God say move. Like it's not a game. It's not a game. And every day I wake up, I be like, the way people getting out of here. This is just my personal perspective. I can only speak for my experiences. The way people are getting out of here, I'm blessed for this next breath I'm breathing. We don't know when our last one is gonna be. So I just want to make sure that God is pleased with me. And I don't want to leave here not doing what I was supposed to do or using the gifts that God put inside of me. Because what I learned is like I would always compare myself like, oh, I can sing, but I can't do all that. Or I have the ability to speak and encourage people, but I can't do it like that. No, God specifically told me one day, what I have given you is enough. Once I
Hmm.
realized that what God has given me is enough, I was able to push forward. You get what I'm saying? Like God gave
Yeah.
me exactly what He wanted me to have, and He gives us resources and the ability to expand, or I guess what word am I looking for? The ability to, I guess, perfect those gifts. So that's what I'm learning to do. That's what I'm learning to do. Yes, Birdie, obedience is a great, there's great rewards for obedience. Yes, that is so true. Like I'm learning that. I used to be like, no, I'm not, I'm not finna do this. No. And I think that's such a big key in being able to thrive. What can I do to thrive, Lord? What can I do to be my best self? I know that it starts with
Hmm.
obedience. We say, oh, be kind, say my prayers, walk in love, but are we being obedient? You get what I'm saying? Like I'm
Hmm.
talking about on a personal level, not just how you treat others, but how are you
Yeah.
responding to what God is telling you to do? That's something I had to look at, like deep within. Like, okay, things ain't really flowing the way that I really want them to flow. Um, a lot of it has to do with me being obedient. And I find myself, like, I wrote that song. I don't know if all of you have heard it. It's called Not a Blend In. One day I was in the shower because I just remember growing up, I was always different. Always like I'm an observer. Like people would be like, why you looking like that? Even in high school, I be thinking I'm smiling. You so pretty. Why you looking like that? Y'all, I used to be real mean. I did a whole 360. Um, I would fight, hit anybody, cuss anybody out. Like that was my story. Relationships, friendships, all of that growing up. So I asked God to change me from the inside out. I said, there are certain people I know that I do not want to be like, God, change me now. and he slowly began to change me. I still got a lot of work to do. That's another reason why I started this Thriving Thursday. So yeah, I just dang, it be so much I forgot my thought. But yeah, it's just like, Lord, I didn't know I was walking around looking weird, but I always had something on my mind. Like I was always a thinker. I was always different. And like even going out, when I be going to the club with my friends, I remember this one dude. I think I was like 21. I had on like a cute little halter and some shorts. I felt weird because even if y'all pay attention to me, like I'm always fully covered. No shade to anybody else. That's just me. Like I told you, I was shy. Um, this dude was like, everybody else just turning up, and I'm in there trying to turn up. Hey, hey. And he was like, why are you in here? And I felt like that was God sending somebody to me. He was like, you're not supposed to be in here. I'm just saying we all on different assignments. As for
Yes.
me, you get what I'm saying? Like somebody will
Hmm.
always notice. And then I remember like not really quite feeling like I didn't fit in. And seeing people do certain stuff, and I'd be like, man, I want to do that, or I got something to say. Like I can write, and I learned to like start putting my thoughts in my music, like the words to my song. I don't really care what they doing over there, doing my own thing, staying in my own lane. I'm really not judging you. Go ahead, baby girl, do you if you think it's cool. But I don't want to be nobody else. I want to be myself. I'm not a blend in girl. I wrote that for me, and it probably ministered to several other women like that feel like they got to do A, B, and C to fit in, especially when we live in a society where, oh, you got to do this to be cool or this the going thing. You got to look like this and do this. No, I had to learn that I'm me. God made me the way he wanted me to be, and it's okay to be different. And I'm learning like most leaders, they are kind of like an outcast or they do walk alone, and I'm learning like it's okay. I was trying to do what everybody else was doing. I can't do that, like I'm
Hmm.
learning. It's a personal journey. Thank you, JW. Oh, I'm gonna have to listen to that, James. But y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all. Oh wow, Tracy, you do? Yeah, I know a lot of people that have that and it's so uncomfortable. Um, I don't know if that's like something lingering that I may have because sometimes like I can eat a sandwich and then like I may swell. They said it could be diabetes related, or I don't know if it's from them taking my small intestines out or what. But yeah, that's something, and it can be very uncomfortable. But I just thank God for just keeping me here so that I can tell my story. And like I say, even if it don't reach the masses, if one life is changed, God, I thank you.
Mm.
God, I
Yes.
thank you. That's the whole point. Like, and then
Amen.
I be thinking about and another thing I used to deal with, people would always say, I thought you was stuck up. They're confused my being quiet and like people thought I was real pretty. They would think I was stuck up. And in my mind, like, I don't care what people think of you. It's about how you feel on the inside. Self-esteem was low as I don't know what back in the day before I knew who I was. So I was really shy, and people would be like, oh, I thought you was this, I thought you was that. No, that's not it. I'm fighting battles just like you. But another thing I was gonna say, the suicide rate is so high. I think a lot of that is because there's so much pretending out here. Everything looks so good on social media, everybody balling,
Hmm.
everybody living their best life. No, that's a lie from the pits of hell. People are going through. People need to be encouraged, and they need to hear it from somebody other than these mega churches and these mega preachers that got billions. They need to hear it from a girl like me that grew up in the hood, that know what it's
Yes,
like
they need to
for
hear it
life
from
to not
people
be
who.
peaches and cream, and you got to work your way
Hmm.
up. And I got battles just like you, and in my mind and in my body. Like we all done been through something. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to encourage people, and I'm gonna do this every Thursday. I just want to give people a chance to like let it out or talk if you need to. And this is a no judgment zone. Like, please come here um with pure good intentions, You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like I forgot who said it. I do need to get moderators just for that.
Cena.
But yeah, I want to give people an opportunity like just to let it out. You know, people need support. People need support. People be I had an uncle, you know, like this was a long time ago. He would every year we have New Year's at their house. He would pray. He was real good to all the kids, all loving. We just thought he was real happy. He'll encourage people in God. And I just remember one morning, my mom was like, "We got to go to Louisiana. Like your uncle committed suicide." I would never imagine that.
Mm.
I would have never imagined that. I'm like, what? I just saw him.
It'd be the most happiest people, the most
Yeah, I
happiest
said,
people that you will never know.
yeah, I was like, I just saw him. What he just got my aunt's house redone and bought her this and that. And then my cousin was like, yeah, he knew what he was about to do. He was making sure she was set before she got out of here. But I don't want people to be in such despair to where they feel like the only thing they got left is to end their life.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I
Mm-hmm.
want us to be so deep rooted in God or our belief system to where we gonna get through it no matter what it is, no matter what it look like. This ain't the end. It's just a season. That's what I have to tell myself. Like, it won't always be like this. It won't, whatever that thing is. Like, whenever I was going through my darkest moments, it won't always be like this. Like, seasons do change, and I had to literally build myself
Um,
up in God.
sis,
Huh?
not to interrupt you, read Shay's comment. She said, "I'm getting triggered. Lord, help us." Um,
Um,
don't get. I mean,
I'm sorry.
it's
Yes, Lily, you
okay.
are
You know,
absolutely right.
sometimes,
You right,
when
JW.
people speak and tell a story, you do get triggered. And
Mm-hmm.
it's okay to just let it out. You know, we try to be tough, and not show
Yes.
our weakness. It's
Mm-hmm.
okay to show your weakness sometimes. Um, so just let it go. It feel better when you let go.
Thank you, Shay. I'm so sorry. Like whatever that thing is, I understand. You know, I still have certain things that is hard to hear or maybe hard to talk about. And I just be like, Lord, help me in this area. I need you. I may go off or I may lose it or I may cry, get it. So I'm sorry for whatever that is.
Shay, I love
Um,
you.
I do too, Shay. James said when my mother passed away in 2014, I went in deep depression. I started drinking a lot so I can feel numb. Wow, I
Oh,
understand, James.
James.
I'm so sorry. You know, James, as far as the drinking thing, I think it was 2012, probably through 2017. You talking about could just down some liquor. Okay, like all day, every day. That was my life, baby. I'm finna drink this away. Whatever I could get my hands on. And it took me like getting real sick because you know I got the diabeticals. So I started throwing up blood. I was over the trash can, wasn't nobody there with me. My kids, um, yeah. And I had to change, and then I didn't want to be addicted to drinking. A lot of the things I was addicted to. But you know what I can honestly say, I do understand people that suffer with addiction because I've had things that I may have been addicted to, not like severe drug use or anything like that. But you know, we do have those things that we use to cope. So I definitely
Mm-hmm.
understand. And that's another reason why I want to be on here. Like I want to give people another outlet. Like it's okay. I get it. I've been there. I'm not judging, you know, but I want to help, you know. Um I was going through my divorce and all I wanted to do was drink,
Mm.
drink until I didn't think about it no more. And it felt so good. You know what? In that moment, in that
In that
moment.
moment.
And I remember my parents, like, I love them so much. We grew up like real strict. Literally, my first date was my prom. I think it was really because my daddy, like me and my sister, were really shapely, beautiful. He was just really guarded. So I couldn't really do a lot. Um, but dang, I lost my thought. Oh yeah, but um, so when I went through my divorce, it was like my mama, cause she was my mom. When I tell you the queen of petty, tit for tat queen, she said, "Oh no, this nigga think your life finna stop because he done left you and y'all done broke up and all of that. No, you go out, you have yourself a good time, and I'm gonna keep both of them kids." Okay, so I'm just living it up, partying my life away. But drinking, like I would just stagger all over the place, and they didn't judge me. But one day my daddy saw it getting so bad. He said, "Baby, I know that you are hurting, but that's a temporary fix." He said, "Drinking that alcohol, and when you wake up, you're going to wake up to those same issues. You're going to have to eventually face them." So once I looked at it that way, I said, okay, like I got to slowly get away from this. Then I eventually start slowing down, on my drinking. And before I knew it, like I wasn't addicted to it anymore. It took a lot of prayer. I had to, I love to sing. I joined a praise team. I started praying more. I said, God, I don't want to be addicted like this. And he helped me with that. I still have things that I need to overcome. But God is yes, it does come in many forms. Um like God is a healer though. I remember going to the psychiatrist after my divorce. They put me on so much stuff. She was like, just take this. You're not gonna be sad. Everything is gonna be okay. Yeah, but I couldn't move, ma'am. I couldn't do
Mm,
nothing. Like I didn't know that them pills that have you sitting there like that. Yeah, I ain't worried about nothing, but I can't think. You get what I'm saying? So that was something
right.
else that I had to learn to overcome. Um, so yeah, it's just a lot. Like we have to. That's why I say, God, I need you.
Amen,
If
Willie.
don't nobody else need you, God, I need you. I need you. So he definitely helped me through a lot. Through everything I've ever gone through. And I'm just very thankful. Um and my heart goes out to anybody struggling with anything. I think that would be all of us, if I'm
Yes,
real. That's and a
yes.
part of why I'm on here. Like I said, this is healing for me too. Being able to talk, being able to say, like, okay, I admit I have issues too. There are things that I need to work on. We don't, some people may not want to go into deep detail. Like, that's only the surface of my story. But my biggest thing
Right.
is my health and how they gave up on me long time ago. And here
Mm,
I am, 36. I wasn't supposed to live past 14 years old. So my goal is to
but
get
God.
people, yes, to get a personal relationship with God. Like I said, Christ personally works for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I remember praying, saying, God, if you're real, that's always my prayer when they have given up on me. If you're real, I need you to show yourself, not just to me, but to even in the operating room to the doctors. And they when those doctors came around, what? Like we didn't even
And
think she
don't
was
he
gonna
show
live.
up? And don't he show
Girl,
up?
the news reporter, like Channel 4, the biggest news reporter, she was like, I have to come in here and get this story. Like she wanted to meet me personally. Like when she came the first time, I couldn't talk because they had so many tubes down my throat. Um, and like I just couldn't move. But when she came in there, like I was like, wow, my mama was like, do you know how much of a testimony you are? Like I remember like I would be in so much pain, right? They had me on morphine and they were like, you pressing this button too much. And um I didn't realize morphine make you itch like that. It was just so when I look back in my life, like my mama would be like, "What's wrong?" And I couldn't talk, and I try to move my hand, and then my daddy was like, "I think she's itching." So he'll be like, "If you itching, blink your eye once. If you in pain, blink your eyes twice." Like it was just certain things I had to do, and my daddy, he'll just come over there and he'll like scratch my back and my arms. It was the morphine that made my back itch the most. And I just remember um like we'll touch on, oh well, we went through this, and my daddy wasn't perfect, but he loved me. He'll lay down his life for us. I just thank God for him. And I look at how I remember when the doctors didn't know what was wrong with me, when they was telling them I would die. My daddy was like, "Are you okay? Like, what can I do?" I said, "Just hold me, daddy." Do you know this man held me for 14 hours
Wow.
straight? And he finally said, "Baby, I gotta put you down." Like he started leaning on the bed. It's just the little things sometimes that shows love. Like when you want to harbor resentment and all this stuff in your heart, like it's God reminds me. And I think a lot of us need healing, maybe with the way we grew up or our parents. Like I think me personally, yeah. And then God will remind me of certain stuff like that, and I remember being real hard on my parents. I think when I got like 30, I'd be like, man, that was effed up that they did that or that this happened. And then I have to look at me now being a mother and some of the decisions I've made that may have not been in the best interest of my child. So God literally, like when I'm praying about something else, he has a way of showing me myself, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh well, I did this. But yeah, so that's just some of my stuff. Yes, Shay, God is so real. I'm so glad he brought you out of that. Me too. That's normal though, Mo. All parents ain't perfect. Girl, okay? Because I know I'm not. Do you hear me? Yes.
I think I need, as a parent, I think I need to get out of the fact of trying to be,
Tracy take meds for her
perfect.
anxiety, but no side effects. Yes, that's a blessing. What you say, Lynette?
I said I think as a parent, I need to get out of get out of trying to be a perfect parent,
Yeah,
because like I'm going through
definitely.
it right now, but like only thing I can do, like I told you, I was when I was talking to you, I had to go pray, because that's the only thing I could do right now, because my daughter is taking me through it, but the only thing I can do is pray. I'm trying to be,
Yes.
um, find my way with her because I don't, know what's going on. And all the time it's not whooping your child.
Right. That's true.
So I'm trying to find my way.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm just texting my mama. But yeah, it's a lot with raising kids, girl, and they different these days because we have social media and all that stuff to influence us even more, if that makes sense. It's just different. It's a new day. These kids are different and they going through more than what they share with us, you know and with me having boys and being divorced, like with them sharing majority of their time with me, like I have to ask questions. Are you okay? What's going on with this? I noticed sometimes my oldest son will kind of get quiet and my mama was like, why you be catering to that boy? Ain't nothing wrong with him. She was like, child, you better use your mind. He don't went from laughing to frowning and having the attitude. It's probably
We can't hear you. Oh wow. Yeah, my daughter is 8.
Can you hear me?
Now I can.
Okay. Oh, your baby is 8. Okay. Oh, wow, Willie, your daughter is 18. My son is 11. Okay.
Mhm.
Tracy, yes, 29, 35. Every day I'm still learning. My girls are 26 and 30. I'm still learning. See, y'all give me hope. Y'all make me feel like, okay, I'm doing pretty good because I'll be like,
Flo
ooh, I
G
done
says
made
27 and 23. Whew,
I done made a few mistakes, Lord. But
help
see,
me.
for y'all to say y'all still learning,
That's all I can do is ask God to help me, show me the way, give me the right words to say,
definitely.
be
That's
patient
key.
and kind.
Mm-hmm. That is so true. And that's one thing, like I talk to my kids a lot because I know back in the day it was, oh, you did this, I'm finna whoop you, you know? But um talking, I feel like I tell my mama to this day, she be like, ain't you glad you got all them whoopings? Girl, no. I mean, girl, no.
Read the comments.
Thank God all mine are grown. Oh, yes, JW. Ain't gone, but a mother's job is never done. You sound like my mama. Okay.
Mm.
Sis, to add mods, use another device. Go to your channel and click the name in the chat. It's gonna say add mod. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do that. Let me see. Y'all, my mama wanna come up here.
Oh,
She done figured out I made a channel, child.
let her.
I told her she
She
could.
got
She
something to
said, "Mom,
say.
I'm gonna just use the name Connie." I said, "Okay, Mom." Lord, she just want to be nosy. I don't know if she gonna come on the panel or what. Um, but yes, this is. I'm so glad I did this because at first I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, mm, I'm not. I'm not. Forget
Yes, that
it.
is a blessing. Let her
I
come.
thought about
She
doing this.
probably.
It's not, yeah,
Hmm.
like people are not gonna join in. I'm gonna freeze up. Like I told you, I was real shy, but
Oh no, you see, I said a
God
prayer
worked
for
it out.
you. I said a
Hmm.
prayer for you. I told you to pray before you come on here and pray afterwards. You have to,
Y'all know
because
who I
this.
was. You right, Lynette. Y'all know who I was listening to. I hope y'all go back and listen to his live. Kennedy. He is so
Lord.
stupid. Okay, but he be making some good points. The title of his live 2 days ago was uh I wake up chilling. Why don't y'all? So as soon as he got on there, he said, mic check, mic check. I wake up chilling. Why the F don't y'all? He said, man, as soon as I wake up, y'all MFers be back on that BS. Y'all be on that bullsh. He said, and it ain't just niggas. Niggas is people of all colors and creeds. He said it be the niggas and the niggas. I said, oh, this person is a fool. But he made some good points and he said,
When
y'all
you
be
told me
telling
about
people to pull up.
when you told me, I had went and looked at it. He is funny,
He
and I
said,
subscribed to him.
he said, y'all be telling people to pull up. He said, pull up for what? And get your head blown off? I said, pretty much. But when I tell you that man is so funny, and I know he cussed me out that night, and I went off on him, but I said, child, this man is funny to me. He said,
Yeah,
when he say niggas and
and
niggas,
he
I
mean
be
no
too cool with
harm.
him.
He mean no harm.
He don't.
I had to really look and just listen to him. He means no harm.
He is funny to me. Oh my gosh. Um, but yeah, I'm so glad I did this, and I hope more people like start coming on the panel and talking, or just give advice on like what you want to talk about, or what y'all think we could do as a whole just to be much better version of ourselves. I'm always open to
He doesn't.
input. Um, I always want to. Yeah, you're right, Cav. He don't mean he don't mean no
He
harm.
doesn't.
I always want to encourage people and just fix right my wrongs or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like anybody that I may have offended, or maybe people may have not had a really good perception of me in the past, or just going off of me being on my sister's platform or caps, or I don't know. I just wanted people to get to know me like on a more personal level as far as what I represent and who I am as a whole. um but
Yeah.
y'all have been so
Willie
sweet.
said every week you should have a new topic.
Thank you, Cheapo. Yes, I agree. So I'm gonna be working on that and praying about like what I should talk about next. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and I say you open up with a prayer,
that's a great
because
idea.
just so when people enter, they can feel good vibes, even if they come in with negativity, they can shake it off because they feel the
Tracy
good
waiting on
vibe.
Connie, baby. Let me see if Connie gonna hit the panel. See, she'll have to create a whole Lord, do I want to send my mom this link? Let's see.
Oh, send me.
Let me see. Let me see.
I've been so excited waiting for her to do her live. I be talking to her behind the scenes and just praying with her.
I appreciate it.
This is gonna be
Um,
so amazing. I know that this is gonna take you far.
I'm so thankful. Like, and it's like I kept saying it, like, well, I want to do this or I want to do that. I just got to do it. I forgot. Oh, Jalen said that to me. She said, well, just do it. Oh, yeah, make sure her camera off, okay? Yes, Shay,
Okay.
definitely. I would love that.
Maybe we can do it. Yeah. Okay.
But
Hello, I'm
y'all,
sorry.
this means so much to me for y'all to come in here. Let me see. Um,
This is a judge-free zone. No negativity.
okay, so she wants the link. How do I send her? Oh, let me
Uh,
see.
Cap, how do she send her the link?
Oh, I got it. I'm sending it to her.
Hey, Miss Lawson.
Hey, girl, what? Miss Lawson in here?
Yes.
Hey, thank you so much, Miss Lawson.
That's a good topic, James. It's good to talk about God and His mercy and what He has done for all of us.
I have to like that's all I know. And even when like I say, when I try to stray and do my own thing, God lead me all the way back to Him. And I think a way that He has kept me grounded personally is by, it may sound kind of weird, like I be going through my health, because I don't care what
Hmm.
nobody say. Um, I think we'll all lose our way if everything was peaches
Hmm.
and cream. You get what I'm saying? Like when
Yeah.
life peaches and cream, you just be chilling. A living witness.
So
And
let me ask you. So if life was perfect, like, don't you think we need to go through those hurdles to, because if life was perfect, like what, like how would things go if it was just so perfect? Wouldn't life
yeah,
be like boring? Like what's now?
yeah, I think
What's
so.
now?
I think so. Like I need I it when it say all things are work what he wrote. I know it's a scripture, but I don't know a word for word. But all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and
Yes.
are called and who are called according to His purpose. That's something I have to realize, like, that is so true. And I'm not trying to get on here and preach. I'm just being real. Like it says, when people say use me as like a vessel, or Lord, use me as a light. That is so true. Like when we pray that prayer, that's meaning like you giving God all access to use you in whatever way he chooses to. You don't know if that
Mm-hmm.
mean I'm gonna have to go through this personal attack to get, for God to get the glory. Like people gonna have to see me go through this. Like I say, like
Yes.
I have seen non-believers become a believer just by looking at my life, if that makes
Hmm.
sense. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And that's all a part of the plan, in my opinion, to get people to faith. To get people to understand like it's something so much bigger than what you see right now. There is literally
It
glory at the
is.
end. If you keep going, life really will get better. Like your mental state will get better. You will get through this if you choose to keep going. That's the thing. Like dark spirits or the enemy, of course they're gonna come at you, whatever that is, to try to keep you down or do something to distract you away from whatever that thing is that God really wants you to do. And he be coming so
Mm-hmm.
hard. Do you hear me?
He do.
So hard sometimes. Like I'll be like, dang. And before I know it, I'll be like, I was supposed to get this done, or I was working on this. And if I'm honest, I used to
James,
like be,
James put a verse in the comments.
oh yeah, yep, all things work together. That's one of my favorites too. And if I'm honest, like I went through a point in my life to where I would do something real good, like I'll write a song or I'll get on Facebook and say an encouraging word, and I notice I get sick, like real sick, hospital sick, and it stopped me. I'll be like, well, it seemed like every time I try to do something good, something real bad happened to me, so I'm gonna just sit here. No, no,
Mm-mm.
I'm not doing that. You get what I'm saying?
You
Like
want to know
I'm,
why? Because you was doing God's work.
yeah. Exactly. I'm not doing that. And so I'm learning like to just keep pressing no matter what. And that's my whole point of this live. I want everybody to keep pressing no matter what, whatever that thing is that you really, really, really want to do. That you really want to do. And that's another thing I think a lot of us stop because we feel like we don't have the support. Or you may tell somebody your dream, or I want to do this, and people will be like, no, you can't do that, or that's stupid, or that ain't gonna work.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't a dream.
It was
Like
yours.
I was looking at something today where people will be like, yeah, God called you. It wasn't a conference call. That's why they don't understand. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't a conference call. He called you. It is for you and God to understand. And that's another key thing in trying to walk in purpose and trying to thrive, to stay focused on God and focused on that goal, because you can get distracted by people and their opinions. I've been there. I it used to be, oh, I'll do my hair like this. I don't like it. My mama be one of the main people. That is so ghetto. I don't like it. And then I'll be like, let me change my hair. Because my mom's
But did you
opinion,
like it?
yeah,
Did
reigns
you like
over
it?
everybody. But I learned, I was like, man, I like it, so I'm gonna keep it. But that's just a small thing. I'm saying, like, if it's something you really want to do, I have had people to shoot my dreams down. You know,
Mm-hmm.
no, it's personal. And you gotta keep walking in that thing no matter what. Like whatever that thing is, I want y'all to do it. Whether it's a dream or whatever that thing is that you want to overcome, that you feel like you really can't. I promise y'all, like, I encourage each of you to just pray about it. And I mean, really
Yeah.
pray, like, be very vulnerable with God. God, I'm struggling with this. I try to act like this is okay. I'm really going through with this. I've literally
Mm-hmm.
had to scream just to free myself, if that makes sense.
And not to cut
Um,
you off, even if it's you driving down the street,
mhm,
just keep driving and pray. I
right.
have many days where I just out of nowhere start praying, and I just ask him to guide me as I'm driving, because once you start praying and you get there, like you start crying and you can't see through those tears, but God guide me, because I'm not stopping my
Ooh-wee.
praise. You know, I'm gonna keep praising you, but I need you to guide me as I'm praying
Mm-hmm.
and giving you praise, and glorifying you.
That
So
is
even
so
no matter
true.
where you are, even if you just sitting in an office, in a doctor's office, start praying. If it's that feeling you get and you need to pray, pray. No
Yeah.
matter where you are,
And
pray.
you know what's crazy? I didn't say, well, I told my mom. And like I said, nigga, I've had the worst of the worst come at me already on YouTube. So it is what it is. My life is based on a true story. Um, I whatever the enemy want to use to make fun of, I don't care. But
Right.
I remember like a month ago, I fell. My blood sugar got so low. It never got that low to where I just remember standing up and I was calling my son name. He couldn't hear me. I remember making it to the kitchen. I fell. I bumped my head real hard,
Lord.
and I finally got to the kitchen, and I was able to get like this strawberry syrup. It's real sweet, so it went through my system real fast, and I was okay. But then I had to go to the ER. I was like, Lord, I hope ain't nothing wrong with my head. Like I was real dizzy. I was just going through it real bad. You know, the whole um whatever I go through with my health, the tremors and the seizure
Yeah.
thing. Sometimes when I went in there, I was like, I don't know what they gonna say, but he was like, everything is fine. I had a million thoughts going through my head. They did a CAT scan on my head, my full body, and they was like, everything is fine. You know, you just need to watch it more. Um, you always need to keep something by you, and I know that. My mom was saying me about that all the time, Lord. But that was just one of those moments where, I was like, dang. And that was
Is
literally
it
close to
somebody
the
in your
time.
back?
Huh?
I hear a beep. Is somebody in the back?
Oh, Miss Joy. Okay, I'm finna add her. Hey, hey, JW. I can't hear her. Can you hear her?
No, I can't hear.
Oh, okay.
James said you going in a diabetic coma.
Yeah, I never been in one of those, but I get what you're saying. That was close to it. But that was yeah, just like God worked then, right then and there. Just to be able to say I've never been um in a coma. I have all of my limbs. My kidneys are functioning at 100%. When I go to the eye doctor, my eyes are fine. My feet are fine. Like it's stuff like that. I started out this diabetes thing. We used to go to this diabetic camp when I was younger. Some of those people have partial eyesight. Some of them have lost their like legs, feet, all of that. You get what I'm saying? That's how I know, like me
Um,
having my faith in God and praying for Him to keep me through this. God is so real.
oh my
God is so
God.
God has been so good to me. Do you hear me? God has been
Mhm,
so good to me. That's why I encourage people like you keep going and you pray to Him. It may seem like He don't hear you, but He does. He
mhm.
hears. He
Did you
cares.
notice how many people on your in your comments has diabetes? I just kept
Huh?
reading. Did you notice how many people in your comments have diabetes?
Um, yeah. Well, no, I know James. Let me see. I'm reading. I'm missing some of the comments, y'all. I'm sorry. I gotta
Yeah,
do
I
better.
try to point them out to you
Thank you,
because
Miss
I'm like,
Lawson. Shay, I can go on and on about all God's grace and mercies. Girl, yes. Storms build character. You are right, Miss Birdie. Uh, Romans 8:28 and 29. Okay. I'm gonna have to read that. Show up and God will show out. That's encouraging for me right there. That's the sermon, Willie. JW, if everything was perfect, we all would be stupid. Not being a student is not knowing when you're making mistakes. Yep, that's true.
mhm.
Never give up on your goals. Yep. And it's never too late. What else? I be at work in my bathroom praying my heart out. I'm telling you, wherever, whenever, whatever it takes. Yep, my daddy always tell me that, James. Keep some mints on you. He be so mad. I be like, okay, daddy.
Tracy
Oh,
said
hey, Tickle.
get some of them script the tablets,
Yes.
glucose tablets.
Them work so fast. I need to buy some more. Tickle said, I hate when my sugar gets low. I always try to have some juice or candy close by. Wow, you deal with low blood sugar.
hmm
Cena, amen. Tickle right in a big red or coke. Having diabetes is no joke. It's not. It's not. It's not. Okay, can y'all hear Miss Joy? Hey, JW.
Hey,
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 I don't know what happened at first.
no, that was my phone. It was still put on silent. Y'all know
oh wow,
always so
Tickle.
things happen. I just wanted to say I appreciate your show. I kind of figured it was gonna go like that anyway, and
Thank
that
you.
positiveness is, a lot of times I get up, and every time I get up, I sometimes have to pray all day because I'm wretched
Mhm.
anyway. And but just for my health, just to keep my sanity, I pray, and I want my day to go well. And so
Yes.
to go somewhere to you this your first one, this your first time being live.
Mhm.
Okay, this is great because
Thank you so much.
my first time going live, hell, I just play some music. That's
Yeah,
what I
music
was
is
doing.
good too.
And, and so the thing that what I'm trying to say is, like, sometimes you may not have a topic. And when I
Mhm.
go on, a lot of times I have open chat because I may not have a topic. You know what I'm saying? But the
Right.
people that come in your show, they can help you come up with a topic as long as it's positive. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of times, if you don't have a topic, and your God tell you to go on, just keep an open chat. You
I
know,
agree. Yep.
because a lot of times I don't have no damn topic. I don't. You know, I just
Yeah,
go
that's okay.
on.
Sometimes it's just good to say, okay, if y'all want to come up here and talk, let's talk.
Yeah, and
Oh,
inspiration.
Tickle. Okay, you have gestational diabetes. I had a friend that had that. She was, I think, 16, and she got it. She got real big when she was pregnant, and she had it. She went through it too.
Yeah, that's. Whew.
I understand, Tickle. Girl, we all gotta be having to clear our mind. DJ, hey DJ. Don't be surprised, baby. It's just me. Y'all know that's his intro, so I gotta say it no matter where.
Well,
Whether he on my
I
sister
just
channel or
came
my
up.
channel.
I just came up to tell you that, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I
Hey,
Uh,
appreciate
Tickle,
you so
babe.
much.
I appreciate your channel as well. Nice and positive. Yeah, because a lot of people we going through stuff, and
Yes,
sometimes we need to be able to go somewhere where, if you got a lot on your mind, you can get it out. No judgment. You know what I'm saying?
right.
Just free yourself.
Yep,
Because
I
we
agree.
we sometimes we carry a lot of garbage around, and not just our own garbage. We carry other people's garbage, family, friends. People will
Right.
fill you with their garbage as well. You have to be able to take it out. You know,
Thank you, Birdie.
you
Yes,
got to
you're
be able
right.
to take that garbage out. If you need to be center yourself around positive energy, and so this is cool. I like this. I'm gonna go
Yes,
on
I
down
love the
because
I'm
positive
so
energy.
sorry, Cena.
my phone is trying to start to act out. So I appreciate your channel.
Thank y'all so much.
I'm gonna drop down now.
They
Okay.
asking for your link, sis.
Oh, okay. Thank you
Yeah,
for keeping up, child, cause
you wrote, I know what you meant.
oh, that was so sweet.
Yeah, I knew what she meant too.
Yeah, I did too. But
But
I'm so sorry to hear that, Cena.
me too. I'll keep you in my prayer. Um,
Cena always tipsy drinking her wine, child. I had to help get her, tell her to lay down last week. I said, no, Cena, you have to make it to your bed. You can't just lay
oh
on the
yeah,
floor
I
like
seen
that.
it.
Oh, Tickle, I had no idea. That's a lot. How did I miss that? But it's a lot, either way, whether you have gestational diabetes or just, oh Lord, me having it since 9. But like I said, it's a lot of work, but it can be done. You know,
Yeah,
it's not an easy journey, but God has been keeping me, and I thank Him. And that, like I said, my whole point was just to get on here and encourage everybody. Like, what can we do to
I think
thrive? What
somebody
can
in your back.
we do to be our best selves? It don't show. It don't say it.
Oh, okay, because I heard a click.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I'm gonna definitely do this every Thursday. Do y'all think 9 is a good time? I think I'm gonna keep the time at 9.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
What did Cheapo say earlier? I kind of got distracted talking. She
she
said
said she
she,
was running from. Damn, I forgot. I know.
oh,
God
tickle. That
calling
mean,
on
girl, you
us.
gonna make me cry. I'm a big crybaby. That mean a lot. Like my goal, and I've always, been called a softie. That's cool. But I know how to throw them hands too virtually. No, I'm playing. I try to
Um,
I'm
Cap
just
said keep
I'm
your time.
sweet. Like I'm caring. I'm caring. Like I
Um,
said, it took years of me being mean. Like, hello, we got a call that you did this. We're gonna have to put a restraining order. You're not to go here, man. After my last one, I said, what I'm not gonna do is go through this again, okay? So yeah, it took prayer. Like God, I don't want to be mean. I want to be okay being my authentic self. What caused these anger issues? And I learned they started young. Like when people would be like, "Ew, she has diabetes." Keep in mind, I was diagnosed in 1995, right? Ew, she has diabetes. We like it was like unheard of. It was a big word. Die is in that word, diabetes. So people was like, we can't come around her. We 9 years old. You get what I'm saying? She injects herself with this every day. So I used to be angry. I grew up like in a shell, and I had to get to the root of that. Like, okay, I've been mad for a long time. People been playing with me for a long time. So it started there, and I had to ask God to heal the little girl in me, if that makes sense. A lot of us have not been healed from our childhood. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, God, I need you to heal me from the inside out. And it was amazing how I would meet people, they would be drawn to my outer beauty of or whoever, oh, she cute. But that inside was toe up. My daddy always taught us looks ain't nothing. That's part of it. And if your inside is ugly, your entire being is ugly. So I wanted to work
mhm.
on making my inner self beautiful, and I thank God for my mom and my daddy like instilling that in us. Don't get caught up in how you look, baby. That don't mean nothing. Okay. So I was like, I got to get to the root of why I am so angry. So I learned to deal with those issues, and God is still healing me in certain areas, but I'm learning I have to face them in order to be better. And the first way to face them is admitting you got a problem. I used to hear that for so
Yes.
long, but I had to really walk through that. Like, okay, Lord, I'm tripping in this area. I want to get better, and it really does work. Like, but you got to do the work. Oh my gosh, and it's a lot of work.
It is.
It's a lot of work. Hey, Miss Lawson.
Hey, can you hear me?
I can.
Hey, how are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. I wanted to tell you I am so proud of you for making that first step. Like a lot of times it's like the hardest, like
Yes.
just the first step. And I do know that, like, when we talked about it, we were coming from a genuine place. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
feel like you know that. But I'm so glad to see it because I was scrolling through and I seen like this morning. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
hold on. You had a new name and you was singing and stuff. And I was like, oh my God.
Thank
And then you
you.
up there talking about I'm beautiful. Child, you beautiful. Okay.
Girl, thank you.
And
I
like I'm
appreciate
just
it.
so happy that you made that first step because after the first step, everything else is like a breeze. You just have to keep
Mm-hmm.
consistent at it. Everybody have to start somewhere. Don't listen to nobody talking about how many views or how many subscribers you got because guess what? You only need one. You can have that one person that came in at the right time that's gonna be there to take you to the next level. And then it may not even be,
That's
I'm just, and it may
that's
just
true.
be
And
you.
Miss
It may
Lawson,
not
I
even
just want to
be.
say, I don't know what happened last week. I think it was a misunderstanding. I know you and Cap been cool for so long, and when it's like I'm only touching this because you mentioned like views, and I know that was probably a little offensive to you. I don't think Cap meant any harm.
It's okay though.
Um,
Like I'm not
I love
tripping about
him.
that. I'm not tripping about that. I'm not at all.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not at all. Because like it can take one. That
Right.
don't matter to me, at all. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like what he said, I'm not offended by it. I don't care anything about that. You know what I mean? But you have to start somewhere. That shouldn't. I don't want what he said to discourage you or nobody else. Nobody should be
He is
looking.
so. When I tell you, he is so supportive. Like he is so supportive. I thank
And
God
he
for
is.
him.
That's why I was shocked when he said that. You know what I'm saying?
We be
So
frustrated with the other folks. Like
yeah,
you
I know,
know.
and I do understand that. I understand that. I understand all of that. That's why, what I'm saying, like I'm proud of you that you still with all of that was going on. You could have still just not went ahead and started it. You still
Yeah.
did. So that's like the bomb. You went with all of
Thank
that was going on.
you.
That says that you can go past that. Like you don't have to be remember who's like, what is the sector? You can get on here and do
Mhm.
whatever you want to do. You don't have
Right.
to do anything nobody else does. You can wake up and
Right.
say, I want to do this today. I want to do this tomorrow. I wrote a whole list of what I'm gonna do for the whole week, and I don't already start recording on it. You can
Girl,
do
that's
that. You don't
good.
have to do like anything nobody else does. You can move at the beat of your own drum. And you
Right.
can
Yes.
and let me tell you, when you don't look at the views and the subscribers, when you lay off of that and you just enjoy the moment, that's when they start picking up. That's when your views start
Right.
growing. That's when your subscribers start growing. When you just like what you do. So get into the habit of just
Yes.
like writing down what you want to do and just doing it and forget about all of that.
And that's what I did today. Like when I started, I was so nervous. I was like, oh Lord, what am I? And then I was like, I had to remember, like I said earlier, it's bigger than me just getting on here. Like I say, I go to YouTube because I watch so many channels that like make me laugh and that just, it up my spirits. But for me, like me being on YouTube, it's like a personal assignment God told me to do. Like it's like a calling. I need you to encourage people in this season. People are going through stuff. Like I need you to be one of these people, even if you're the only person on here doing this. I need you to do this. So it's more of like an obedience thing for me. Like I say, like I always sit on stuff that I know God be telling me to do. You know?
Yes, and then you
So
can
I'm
still add that funny into it. You can add things that you've
right.
heard into that. You know what I'm saying? You can add a lot of different things into what you want to do. When you get up in the morning, if a song on your heart, hit record. And then that can be like that can be your first
Yes.
thing that you
Mhm.
know that you post. You know what I mean? You can do that
Right.
because a lot of times stuff just hit you in the middle of the night. Hit record.
That's true. Girl,
Hit
that's when
record.
stuff hit me in the wee
Yes.
hours of the morning.
And hit record. Even if you're thinking about something and you just start talking to the phone or whatever, you can post that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a message you
Mm-hmm.
feel like in your heart, you can post that. And that may be some of your best content when you just wake up and like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? And then you don't even have to post it
Yes.
right then. You can go back and listen to it like, oh yes, this it. Or it can be something you feel like I'm posting this right now, you know,
Right.
or like
Mhm.
this song. Oh, I tore that up. I'm posting this right now. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel like that would like, work for like what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right. Thank you so much. I agree. I definitely agree. I'm looking at, oh yeah, Cap said one view can make you famous. Man, for real.
Yes, it
DJ
really
said,
can. Like, I'm not mad at him for what he's saying. I got thick, tough skin. You know what I'm saying? And I know
you
he ain't
really
mad at me.
do.
Look, when I cuss him out, I know he ain't tripping either. But it can. I know he feel like that too. Anybody could be listening for that voice or for that
Right.
inspiration or for anything. You know what I mean? Or even like
Yes.
when you maybe done laid something on somebody hard and they be like, I'm finna bless her. And you might have a whole blessing come to your cash app that done you may been struggling on this and struggling on that. And now this person don't
Mm-hmm.
pay for this and they didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Things
we.
come in
Mhm.
mysterious ways. Let me tell you something.
That is
I
so
got
true.
2 checks that came to my house. I don't even know where they from. I'm even scared to cash them. It said call this number. I'm calling them. I done killed on to them for a couple of weeks. And they look legit. Like I'm just like,
Girl,
okay.
I'll go see what they about.
But like I know I had quit my 911 operator job, so I know that was one. But I got 2 more after that. So I'm just like, okay. But I know they're legit, but me personally, I still want to call and just say, hey,
Trust.
just to
It's all
confirm.
about trust.
Just confirm.
Yes.
But guess what? I know when stuff like that happens, that means that I have been doing the right thing and I don't have to prove things to no one. You know what I mean? Sometimes we
Mhm.
feel like we gotta prove stuff to people and we gotta say,
Yes.
and we do. When people like a lot of people start going against what you're doing, or like it could be the closest people to you. But it's
Right.
like, that's when it's like you get certain little confirmations where you like,
Cause
oh,
I'm telling you, right before I went live, like my blood sugar was messing up. I was supposed to start at 9. I got a little discouraged. Like I was like, I'm not gonna do this. And then
that
I
was
was
the
like,
devil.
Do that.
yeah, I said I have to start. And let me look at Tickle's comment. She said I was taking a mental break from YouTube, but I seen you were live, and when I heard you share your story, I felt safe to share certain things as well. That right there is
Oh,
a blessing. Like that's my whole point for
yes.
being on here, for people to
Yes.
feel
You said
comfortable.
that.
You're not gonna be judged. I'm not gonna make fun of you. I got my own issues. Like some people get on here and be shady and be messy and throw slugs the minute you make them mad. I'm not gonna do that. Like I said, I did make a mistake by going below the belt with,
But we all
but
human.
it
Know
is what
that.
it
We
is.
all are human.
Yeah, but I
We all
that's my goal,
human.
to get on here and for people to be comfortable. Like you don't have to struggle alone. I want a platform because the world is becoming so virtual. I want a platform. I want to use my platform to uplift people, to encourage them. You know, that's what I want. That's what God told me to do specifically. So I'm just being obedient. And thank you, Tickle. Like, just everybody that's commenting and supporting me, that means so much to me.
When
You
you
know?
make those mistakes, you can come on you can come on your platform and you can talk about them. This is what I
Yes.
did. This is what this person did, and this is what I shouldn't have did. You can use that to just like, cause everybody done did everything in this world. We
Yep.
all are human. Everybody
Right.
makes mistakes, and you can use that platform to say, "I want to talk about it." And when you talk about it, other people may come out and talk about something they done did wrong and that
Mhm.
they feel like they shouldn't have done. You know what I mean?
Right. That's
When you
true.
have loyal subscribers, you're gonna value them the most because whether you wrong or right, they're gonna stick with you no matter
Yeah.
what. They
That's
are,
true.
because they're gonna know you. They're gonna know your heart. So just like
Yeah.
Mhm.
remember that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But thank y'all so much for the encouragement. I'm gonna drop the link one more time in case somebody wanted to say something or but I appreciate everybody so much.
What? How
I
did
love
you come up
you.
with your name?
Girl, I was praying. I said, okay, what can I do? Like, okay, uh motivational Mondays. I was like, no. I know my sister has wind down Wednesdays. I said no. I said okay, so and I'm busy. Like I'm normally busy Monday through Wednesday. Friday, the weekend and stuff. I dedicate that time to my kids. So Thursday, I was like, that's my free day, and I was like thriving Thursdays. And then I looked up the meaning of to thrive. It means to flourish and be your best self. And it, I was like, I think we all need that. Like, we all want to be the best version of ourselves that we could be. So I just, kind of put that together and I prayed over it and it just worked out. Oh, and Mo Love came from because I said I'm about to start my channel, so I need to change my name. And here for the T6, that was when I came on the platform, that was just so people would know, like, oh, that's her
Yeah.
sister.
That
So
was
I wanted
cool.
people,
I agree with that because I
yeah,
knew like who you were. Yeah.
yeah, I wanted people to become acquainted with me, and I thank God for her opening the door because I wouldn't know none of y'all if it weren't for her. But I wanted to create my own name, so Mo Love, that's part of my name. Mo is part of my name, and then Love. So it
Oh,
really means
okay.
more love, you know. But since my name is Mo, um, it kind of flowed. And then my theme is like, in a world filled with hate, let's just spread more love, meaning
That's
spread
what's
more love.
up.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
kind of where I got that
And you
from.
can look at it in a sexy way too, like my love.
Hey.
It fits like everything. You know what I mean? So that's
Uh-huh.
pretty cool. That's cool. I love
Thank
it.
you.
I'm glad you done got started. That's awesome.
I am too. Like, I'm so
Okay.
thankful for y'all, like, being supportive and encouraging me. I'm gonna keep this going, and I just hope y'all share sometimes. Like, if you know somebody that's want to talk about something or that may be going through something, if y'all want to get up here and talk, baby, I'm the queen of prayer. I'm very open to anything,
Mhm.
that'll heal. Anything that could help heal us and make us better. That's my goal. And like I say, like, I'm talking to myself too. As I'm doing this, I'm preaching to me. We have to definitely get ourselves right before we can come out here and try to help other people. So
Yeah.
I'm encouraging myself as I'm encouraging everybody else. And I'm thankful that I got on here, because I was almost stopped. I said, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it," No, because I would have kept
No.
saying I'm not gonna do it. Nope, I have to. And like I said, it's about obedience. Like a lot of times we can lack or we can suffer in an area all because we didn't do what we were supposed to do, whether it's listening to God or just doing something, taking care of everyday business. You know, I'm a witness of that too. And when I was listening to um an encouraging word today, like it said, there's no room to like be lazy, or you can't have a mindset of, oh, it's not easy, so I'm gonna give up. You know, like that. We can't do that. But yeah, um, yeah.
I'm a always
Oh, her internet
because
dropped her. I can't hear you that good. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Oh,
You
I hear
can't
you
hear
better
me.
now. Lynette, I
Well,
can't hear you.
everybody
Can
have
y'all hear Lynette good? It's like it's going in and out. It's like real shaky. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you real good. Hold on, let me drop
Okay.
down.
Yeah, so and y'all can give me like topic ideas too. And Tickle, I'm so proud of you. Like, girl, just for you to share that. Cena, I saw where you lost I think you said your mom. I don't know if it was an uncle. James, the scripture you shared. Birdie was in here earlier. DJ, thank you so much for coming. I know I asked you personally. I appreciate y'all so much. Um just everybody. Like it I appreciate it. And baby, it be Debacle City on YouTube. I done been in some. So I just want us to have a moment where we come together, you know, and it's peaceful and we can talk. And I love you too, Cena. You know, and I know some people be like, man, F that. I ain't talking about nothing. That's cool too. Get it. But for those people that do want to share and that do want to talk, definitely, this is the place, baby. Like I said, so many people be getting up out of here. And it ain't like I said, the suicide rate, yeah, it's high. It is high, but some people be getting out of here from stress. They don't have nobody to talk to. And then your body shuts down and you can make yourself sick from stress. So talking, praying, just having a support system sometimes can be a lifesaver, you know? It's very important. Thank you so much. Yes, Shay, your input too. Thank you so much. Y'all are like so sweet. I appreciate y'all so much. Um, and I want to do this, like I said, every Thursday, um, at 9. Did I add that right? Uh, that was weird. Oh, there we go. I'm still learning. I
It's
was like, what
okay.
am I doing? Hey, Chloe.
So
Thank you,
what I was saying
James.
was, can you hear me?
Yes, I can now.
Okay, so I was just saying that I'ma always encourage you to come on and say what you have to say because I feel like you have a lot to say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and you can reach a lot of people
Thank you,
just to read
Precious.
just reading the comments alone. You done touched a lot of people.
God is so good. And y'all have all touched me. Y'all have encouraged me just by coming in here and kind of sharing some things and just giving y'all's input. Like I appreciate that. That's the whole point of this live. Cena, girl, thank you. Just tick, and I think Selena is, a lot of people don't believe in signs. Some people be like, how you believe it? You believe in zodiac signs, astrology. I think it's all tied together. God is God of the universe. So she's a Sagittarius like my sister, and they kind of closed in. So for her to like open up, that meant a lot to me. I said, wow, so God, you were really showing up. And it ain't me. You know, it's just me being obedient to what God told me to do. It ain't got nothing to do with me. Like people, I'm just a vessel to get the word through in human form. That's all I'm doing. Just following what God's spirit is telling me to do. So I just thank God for y'all. And like I say, I'm not perfect. I'm not a holy roller, none of that. But I do believe in God. And these are the moments that I cherish the most, where in spite of my sin or my shortcomings, like I can just be vulnerable and be open and say, we can do these things to overcome or to help us thrive. You know, that's my point. Okay. Your internet good now?
I hope so.
Mine be messing up too. That's why I was like, can y'all hear me? I thought it was mine.
It's always mine.
I know I'm not sniffling. My son was like, Mama, these two kids at school came to school and they was sick. I said, what are you saying, sir? I said, go back there in that room. But I know it's that time of year, but it ain't really been cold in Dallas like that. This week it's
Nah,
been like
it's
in the
been
lower
out there
70s.
bad. My sister, her whole house has the flu right now. They in the hospital.
Oh no. Yes, Coach G, you were so right. Oh, that's true. I finally understand the meaning of that. Speak what's on your heart, Mo. Yes, definitely. That's all I
Mhm.
know how to do. That's all I know how to do. My daddy would always tell me growing up, because I used to like, I was real quiet in school. I had this real mean sixth grade teacher. She was like, you in the oratorical contest, that was like Black History Month, where everybody presents their poems that they wrote or whatever. And she was like, because I would barely talk. She was just mean. Miss Moore, Lord, I'll never forget her. And then I won. And just seeing my daddy back there, like he gets so emotional when we do something to make him proud, like tears just be flowing. And I just remember him always telling me, like, I just pictured you doing something like bigger than this, or you do like speaking. He always said that. Like you supposed to be doing something encouraging people. I don't know to what extent, but you need to do it. He been telling me that for
And look
years,
at
like since
you.
I was a little girl. But baby, I
And,
showed that sixth grade teacher. I said, now look, I walked out of here with first place, baby.
and look at you now on YouTube, encouraging and giving people the word and help. And I said this to you. I prayed with you. I prayed with you, and I said, like, let people leave this live
Mm-hmm.
with with the word and encouraging and with wisdom, because um I don't know, it was just something in my spirit,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
And
know
you know,
that.
like when it's your first time doing something, like I know this ain't like I'm finna speak in front of 50,000 people. But for me, like I said, I'm shy. I'm gonna stop speaking it.
Hmm.
I struggle with I have had moments where I struggle with being very open with an audience. So I ain't really sleep. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna do this. I done scheduled this live, but I'm learning to just do stuff. That's the only
Mm.
way to face it. Like, stop pondering on it so long. Just do it. And that's what I did. I'm just thankful, like DJ said, it's a first step, you know? It's the
Yeah.
first step. So
And I'm glad you just said that because, like, that's what holds me back. I hold myself back. I supposed to been made my life,
yeah,
maybe
go for it.
all of it.
Miss Lawson, are you on mute?
No,
I'm on mute, but
Oh yeah,
yes,
you do be quiet. I forgot.
no, no, no. Read that. That's for you, and just let me know. I think it's in
Oh,
the private
okay.
chat. I think, but Lizette, yeah, when you gonna go ahead and do
my
yours?
name is Lynette.
Okay, dang, golly. Lynette, when you gonna do your channel? When you gonna what it's gonna be about? Well, I don't even
See,
it
well,
don't
that's
even have
what
to be
I was
about
just saying.
anything.
I
Hold
hold
on, let me
myself
see.
back. I have a lot that I do want to record. Um, it's just like even though I can encourage her to get up here and say what she needs to say, but it's like me. I
You
can't
need
do it. So
encouragement.
yeah.
Okay, I got
Because
you, boo. I
I
got you.
every day I'm like I need I need to record this.
I
I got
got
a
you,
lot to
boo. I
say.
got you. You do. You
Yep.
have a lot to say. Look, let me tell you what I like about you, Lynette. You like your opinion. You're not a yes friend or a yes person.
Right.
If you feel some kind of way, you are going to say it, whether you wrong or right. I'm gonna say it, and that is good commentary. And then you still go back and you will realize, like, okay, I probably was wrong about this. So that is good commentary. You know what I mean?
And
Right.
it took a lot in me. Oh, it took years of me, getting to know myself and learning self control and just being one within and falling to my knees and praying to God, to guide me and show me the way because I'm gonna go back to Cheapo.
Mm-hmm.
She said she's running and I was a runner.
Mm-hmm. Me
Um
too.
and I
Girl.
had to stop running and I need to stop running now. I share my story because that's what God wants me to do because there's somebody out there that I can help. There's somebody
Definitely.
out there that want to be free and don't know how to be free or don't know where to start and I can share my story and that will help them. I
Yes.
mean no harm when I come, and I speak and I say what I gotta say. And that's why it takes a lot for me to apologize. So if I apologize to you, know that it was sincere and it came from the heart.
Right.
Because I did a lot of praying
Mm-hmm.
and that got me to where I am. And no, I don't try to come off as a Billy badass or anything like that. That's just me.
Yeah.
I don't know how to be anything but me because that's what I
Absolutely.
prayed for. God, help
Mm-hmm.
me, love me, and show me the way. And I want to be honest and I want to be obedient to you. So I do have those nights where I fall to, go into my room and I close my door and I pray to God and I just cry out to Him. When I say bad things to people, I go and pray about it because I know that wasn't me and that's not
Right.
how it should have came out. So I do. It's so much I need to speak on and share with the world. So
Oh,
I do
Michelle,
need
I'm
to.
sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I thought I had just posted it. Michelle wants the link. Okay, I'm gonna do it again.
You have
Um,
to start something. Sometimes
okay, go
you
ahead,
gotta
Lynette.
practice what you preach. That is true. Practice what you preach. And I'm trying that out. So I'm praying on that too. I do have
Mm-hmm.
this thing where I can't sit in front of like I always been had stage fright. Speaking in front of a lot of people by myself. Like this is okay because I'm up here with somebody else but
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to me sitting in front of the camera, knowing that a lot of people gonna be watching me, I fidget. Even if you see me like making reels or TikToks, you're gonna see my hands moving. I fidget, I mess with, so It's a nervous thing, and I'm gonna get over it,
Of course. The only way is
and
to
I'm gonna
face it.
share.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get to that point, Miss Lawson, and
And at
I
least you know, like you know what you feel and what you want to do and need to do and all of that. And that's a great start. You know what I mean? You can start off with doing pre-recorded videos until you get comfortable. Or say, hey,
Right.
come on my live with me. You got time? When do you have time to come on my live with me? And then, until you get comfortable with going on the live by yourself. Because once you start, you'll get the hang of it and you won't even
Watch
care.
for trolls on the link.
Miss Lawson,
Oh,
I'm sorry to so you just
you
read
know,
that,
if somebody a troll, Cap, help me out. You know I'm
yeah.
new.
So do you have another device to make your moderators like he said?
Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, so try to do that real quick so that they can help you.
So go to this live and make, or what do let me
I think
see.
he said go to this. Well, Miss Lawson, you know how to do it. Since you up here, you
Do
can
what?
direct us.
Do what?
Make
How do I add
moderator.
moderators?
Oh, no,
Tap
I
her.
don't know.
Oh well, Cap, you gotta come up here and tell her again,
On
or
here?
say it in the chat.
Um, oh, let me
Oh
turn.
Lord, did he say that for real?
But where is something in here? Is some
Oh no.
I'm trying to figure this thing out now.
yeah, I didn't see nothing.
Hold
Are there
on. Somebody
trolls?
said something in the
Oh,
back.
maybe because somebody
Uh,
keep asking for the link. I don't know.
make them
Oh, he was saying a
cam up.
certain
He
person.
said make them cam up if you don't know them.
Oh, he's
Oh,
talking about that certain person. Okay.
okay. Yeah, because they haven't hit the link yet. I done put it in there 3 times. Okay, got you, cheapo.
Okay.
Yeah, nobody has tried to come up since I posted the link again, but I'm gonna figure this mod thing out too. Let me see. Let me post it
I think he said
again.
use your other device. Go on your page.
When
Click.
I'm going live again, it's gonna be every Thursday. Sometimes I may do like a random live, but I'm gonna try to schedule them so they won't interfere like with anybody else's, because I want to be able to support everybody I follow when they live. Yes, Tina, I do. Let's see. Um, if I could figure out how to do it, Lord.
If I can remember right, he said go on your page from another phone
Mm-hmm.
and then click the person.
Oh,
More love. Like
huh?
just be you can't be worried about that as well. Like you can't be worried about when people go live because that when you save it, they'll still be able to go and catch it. So if it's a time that you have to go, don't not go because somebody else is going. They can always still like catch yours. You know what I'm saying? Once you save it.
Okay, so I just added a few. That's just for now, like, cause I don't have a lot of people in my live, like a lot of people, but I'll keep adding more.
Yeah, no, I know you just said that you was gonna like go schedule yours around like other people's, and I was just saying that
I did,
like
DJ.
yeah, don't get in a habit of doing that. You got to do what works best for you, and then
Right.
people that follow you, they will go back and catch it, even if they didn't catch it live. They'll go back and catch the video once it's saved.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I did, Cena.
Oh,
Hey, what y'all little
Um.
ass? I see y'all over here live and everything.
Mm-hmm. Aren't you proud of me?
Oh, gang, it's lit, and it's lit too a little bit. I see you over here
A
lit.
little bit, my first
That's
live a
cool.
little litty.
That's cool.
You know what
Shit.
I'm saying?
look at your little mod.
Let me see.
I
Who's that?
know.
Not mods.
Okay, how I get
Hey,
some
no.
mods? You know what I'm saying?
I was telling you about letting people up and shit. Like, if you don't know the person, don't let them up. Like, on some player shit. Like, they be on that weird shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, people be weird. Like, you know what I'm saying? So if you don't know them, don't let them up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that
Gotcha.
Michelle girl is
So
a
don't
troll.
let them up for real. What about I
No.
give them a chance?
No.
No.
No. That Michelle girl is a troll that follows your sister around YouTube on some weirdo ass shit, man. Like,
Really?
yes, that's why when I heard her name, I instantly get back to it. I look, she got me blocked. Yeah, that's the one. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that then.
yeah. Then you got people that come
wow.
up and you got people that hit your link. You got them crazy people hit the link. They get to showing like porn and they
Well, look
porn
at
bomb you
Tracy.
and they do all that. Like, you know what I'm
What?
saying? They porn bomb you and all that. So really, with you just starting, don't let nobody up that you don't know.
Thank you
Like,
for the advice,
you know what I'm
baby.
saying?
Cause
Yeah,
yeah,
because they be doing every day is this YouTube shit, man. I don't know where these adults come from, but these ain't the adults I was raised around. These motherfuckers is retarded.
they don't be adulting.
They brain ain't there. Like, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? They brain not there.
Oh, y'all
Hey, what's up, Miss
so
Lawson, folks?
How you doing?
I'm all good, folks.
That's awesome.
it's the love for me.
Yeah, you don't let them people up, folks. Like, they be on that weird shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Yeah,
I
they
don't
be on
even
that.
know about all of that. Like, I don't know this information for me too. You know.
Yeah, you don't let nobody up, you
Right.
don't know.
I
Don't
know
let
the ones
nobody
that
up,
be
you don't
talking
know.
about sex and stuff like that. Come in your chat and they'll be
No,
saying,
it'd be weirdos just pop up, right? And they be cool for 2 seconds, and then here they come showing some porn or some stupid ass shit. Like, you
oh,
know what
so
I'm saying?
they'll have a name first and then they'll do that.
Yeah, they'll come in, they'll chill. It's people that sit here and chill with you. And then as
Wow.
soon as you let them up, and you talking to them for a hot second, they'll porn bomb you or show their private areas or do something. You know what I'm saying, to get your channel snatched down like on some weirdo shit.
Okay. Thank you for telling me.
Yeah.
I'm glad I know. Cause I know I be seeing those click this adult dating something. I see that in your chat and my sister chat a lot.
Yeah, they do that weird shit, like, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you talking about like that stuff come when you talk about like sex and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh
and then
yeah.
you see like them click the link for pictures and all that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
but if you but what you just not, yeah, Michelle definitely a troll, Tracy. But what you definitely not knowing, like right now, like only let people that you know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, real talk.
Gotcha.
For real.
Dang, I didn't know they be that weird.
Yeah, they actually. I don't know why. I mean, I have better shit to do in my real life. I don't know why they decided I have better shit to do than to hit your link and troll you or do something like that.
Right.
I don't understand people sometimes. Like, yeah, but I'm editing though, man. Hey, look, now for real though. Hey,
Yeah, you editing right now?
Yeah, I'm happy for you on you starting your first live and shit like that. Yeah, do your thing, gang.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, Chloe, they are.
All right, y'all. I'm out of here.
Okay.
All right.
Congrats to all the moderators.
I can't add you because you up here. Okay, so yeah, I gotta figure out what the look at me, I'll just be trying to get everybody to get cool. I don't know what happened last week with my DJ, who I love so much. And Lynette. Oh, I know what happened. A lot of people.
It's okay. I don't have no problem with him.
It's the past though. Like, I don't want to live in that. It was chaotic and messy and stuff going on all over the place. This is like,
I should have ignored it, but I was kind of out of control already. So I will say I will apologize to him because I called him some names that I shouldn't have. I can say, you know, like I said, I have been, you know, I do self-control and, you know, I pray on things. So I can't say I was, you know, I was mad and I said some things that I shouldn't have. And I shouldn't have engaged into, you know, the BS. So I will apologize to you, DJ. You don't have to accept it. You don't have to acknowledge it or anything. I do like your vibes. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, communicating with him and singing and all of that. It's a good vibe. But yeah,
Oh,
so
Bridget, I
I do
got you. I
apologize.
think I just did. Yeah. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all just for the love, for the
Bridget.
advice, the support. Um,
It's okay to I mean, it's
okay,
okay
so
to
what
ask.
can y'all help me with this? I noticed like when my sister is live for a while, she'll say, "Let me start a new live." Like, does it do something to my live if I'm on here too long? Or
Mm,
what is that? Like, what is that for?
no, I don't think you have to start a new live. I mean, I know she do it for because she play music and
Oh,
you
that's
just
probably why. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense because they will
but
cut you off.
even when she try to start a new live, I know I see a lot of people that was telling her like, no, don't start a new live.
But I guess if she playing music just to play it safe, that makes sense. Yeah.
But I guess the best person to ask is Cap if he's still in here.
Um,
What did you ask?
like starting a new live, but I know my sister play a lot of music, so I guess that's why she does that, so they won't cut her off.
Mhm.
Cause I was asking, like, since I've been live for 2 hours, like, is it a certain limit
Oh no,
on?
you okay? You okay?
Oh,
Okay, so
okay.
yeah, he said because she
Mhm.
play music.
Oh, okay. That makes sense now. Yeah. So everybody woo side. There's no point in the new live. It's been. Oh yeah, I know, DJ. I was just asking. Like, I'm still learning the ins and outs of this thing. Um. Oh, and I'm working on my new song, y'all. It's gonna be so good, but I don't want it to sound bootleg. Like I be doing these little bootleg edits on Cap. I think it's called CapCut. Oh, I love it. My son, the baby boy, was like, "Mom, you can use this to do your edits. Like you can do soprano note, alto note, and tenor note, cause he can sing too." The baby. Oh, when I found that out, I said it's on and popping. But it be sounding so bootleg. So I'm trying to work on my new song because I want it to be really, really good.
But
So I'm
so
still,
what? Like so what? You know what I mean?
girl.
Don't even think about that. Just you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Do you? That's how I feel.
Yes, Cheapo. I'm gonna do every Thursday at 9 p.m. If God say I need you to do this on another day or add to this, I'm gonna do that too. But like I said, this was based on me being obedient because I sit on so much stuff. I be like, sis, I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do this. She just be like, okay, that's one thing I admire about my sister. If she says she gonna do something, she do it. I'm the person that sit on stuff because I ponder about it. Should I do this? Well, what if the what if that? What if that? No, like, and when God say go, I gotta go. Period. And one thing I'm learning,
Mm-hmm.
like the people will follow. The people that this message is for, or that it's meant to touch, they gonna follow. God know what He doing. God knows exactly what He doing. Like I'm learning God says go. Let me work out the details. I'm God. You just do what I say do, and I'm gonna work everything else out. So, oh, yes, Lord, I'm learning to trust Him.
That's all you can do is trust in him.
Yeah. And I feel so free. Like when I do what I'm supposed to, I feel like, oh, I did. I was obedient. And then there is reward in that. Like when you sit on stuff and you know you're supposed to be doing something, I'll be like, dang, I get stressed out, honestly. Yeah, me too, Chloe. All the time. A rookie. Oh, I love CapCut. Girl, I love CapCut. I don't care what nobody say. I'm still learning how to use some of those different like video and voice effects and all of that. It works for now. Definitely works. Then what did you do? Tipo did the
It's the
yell.
editing space.
Yeah, it's a editing. Like I can do layers on my music. You can do videos and do different effects with it. It just got a lot of stuff. It's low key like a little studio if you want it to be. Cheapo Yams video was hilarious. I can't believe that preacher got up there and made it a sermon.
I was
I
dying
said
laughing
he
at that.
tried. He was right though, but I said, he was right. Yes, but every Thursday, because I know Monday is just a busy day, I think, for you too. A lot of people do
So
stuff
let
on
me ask you,
Monday.
will you just be doing lives or will you start post like videos also?
I'm gonna be posting videos singing. Sometimes I'm gonna just post videos like doing an encouraging brief message,
Hmm.
you know. And then I'll do lives. Yeah, or
Okay,
sometimes like
that's
I share
good.
stuff on my wall that I think is good.
I'm excited
Me too.
to hear what you have to say. So,
Thank you. Thank you, Willie. Willie just came on the scene and just been supportive. Like,
having you.
I'm like, thank you so much. So are your Thursday lives going to have the same topic? Um, I'm gonna keep Thriving Thursdays as like my thumbnail, but I want to do different topics, like, or if it's sometimes I'm gonna just open a panel if it's something y'all just want to talk about. Because I may not always have a topic, you know. I'll have times where I just leave it open. Okay, Shay, good night.
Okay, it
Thank
was
you
nice.
so much
Yeah,
for
it was
coming
nice having
through.
you and hearing what you had to say.
Yes. Y'all are so sweet. Oh my gosh.
They
Yay.
do, really. Sometimes people are scared to open up and talk.
I almost started crying when I start talking about like I remember my mom was screaming and my daddy was like, "You gonna have to calm down." When the doctors was like, "She's probably not gonna make it." And imagine hearing that at 14.
Hmm.
But I was in so much pain. Like the doctors were like, "What does it feel like?" I said, "It feels like 1,000 knives are stabbing me." And then my stomach looked like I was having twins. Imagine doctors running test after test all day, and then they was like, "She's starting to turn pale." Like I think I was slowly dying, and they was like, "We have to go in now, baby." And I just remember like I was in pain, but this how shy I am. I was like, I don't want to take my clothes off. When they was taking me back there for surgery, I said, I don't want to take my clothes off. They said, just lie back. And I remember them putting that gas thing. And the next thing I know, when I woke up, baby, I couldn't talk, couldn't walk. I was in so much pain. Oh, I do remember this. The day after I got out of surgery, right? They put me in this room next to this dude. I think he had gotten a car wreck and he was just screaming. And it just seemed like it intensified my pain. And my mom was like, "Y'all better get my daughter out of this room right now." She need her own room. So they put me somewhere else. I remember they were lifting me. Why did one of the nurses drop me? The top part of my body, getting me on the other bed. Oh, you talking about
Oh,
painful. I
Lord.
thought that my stitches had reopened, but thank God they didn't. Oh, and then girl, just I could tell this story a million times, just learning how to walk and talk all over again. Not having certain body parts that the body needs to function and I'm still here. And then people don't believe that there's a God. You know, like that's why I'm here to be a witness. I don't care how impossible it seems. Oh, you believe in an invisible God, like you ain't never seen, you can't. But He speaks to me. It's the spiritual thing. I learned like I really have to be connected spiritually. It doesn't make sense from a scientific perspective or in a natural, you know. But God is telling me be obedient. Like whoever is open to hearing, they will hear. So that's what I'm doing. Oh, God is so good to me, y'all. Like, I just think, like I said, I encourage everybody to just do what you call to do, no matter what it is. Like, we all have different callings. What's that thing that you love to do that it ain't no pressure when you do it? You don't get mad, you don't dread doing it, and it's just a natural gift for you. What is that thing? Use that, you know, use it. And I learned like mine is writing, speaking and encouraging people, singing, stuff like that. Like I was sitting here to be an encourager. A lot of people have the gift of like making people laugh, you know. I don't really have I do in my own way, but like some people just they can just come on the scene and say one thing and just you know, like lift your spirits, make you laugh.
But I mean, you can say funny things, and it might not be funny to you, but it could be funny to the
Hmm.
next person, or it could be funny to you, but it might not be funny to the next person.
Yes, DJ, I did. You right, Lynette. That's so true. Yeah. Like it was so weird being 14 and then your parents like my mama had to go to work sometimes when my daddy was so like he'll be like, all right, I'm gonna run your water, and it was a lot. I couldn't move. Like he literally had to they had to bathe me. They had to help me walk. I had to learn how to talk all over again without my like that was a major surgery. They said it's kind of equivalent to people having stomach cancer and having like their stomach taken out. So yeah, along with the diabetes, like they was like, she's gonna be a vegetable if she makes it, and she's gonna have to have a colostomy
Lord,
bag, right? The bag you need to be able to go to the restroom. They said since she doesn't have any small intestines, um, that's a major part of her digestive system. She'll need to function. She won't be able to do none of that. My mama was like, I don't care. I just want my baby to make it, whatever we got to do. I remember saying, Mama, I went to the bathroom and she started crying like all the doctors came in there. They were like, "What? How did that happen?"
mm,
Only God. Only God. Like God is real.
only God.
God is so real. All them doctors like I'm telling you, the news reporter came in there to meet me. I only God. I don't know. I'm appalled just like y'all.
That
But I do
man,
know that his word is true. Like he says, like if you seek and acknowledge him in all your ways, he will keep you. He will be right there. He will preserve you. Like the way he says he will preserve you, he will. He really will. Like I'm
just gotta
36,
believe.
and the way people be like, no, that ain't you not. No, you not a diabetic. No, you didn't go through this. Like, no, you didn't have no major. What? You know how many times my life has been at stake, but God done seen me through every time. Like that's why I be like, I gotta stop playing with my life like this. I gotta do what God is telling me to do while I have time, if that makes sense. You know, like I have to. That's why um honoring and understanding the fact that we all have our different walks of life. I had to understand like this ain't my walk. That ain't my walk. The way they doing their thing, like that's not my journey. I have to do what I'm supposed to do on my own specific, like this is my journey. So I'm learning to embrace it. And like I said, even if I have to stand um by myself and feel kind of awkward, or even if I have to do it timid or do it scared, I'm gonna still do it. Do it scared if you have to. This is stuff God be telling me. Do it scared if you have to. I'm gonna walk with you. You get what I'm
Mm,
saying? Like, and I carry Psalms 23 with me. Like, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. I don't have to want for nothing with Him. If I really include Him, like I said earlier, God takes us as serious as we take Him. That is so true. If I pour a
so
little
true.
bit of myself into God, that's what I'm gonna get. A little bit of Him,
It
a
takes a
little bit
little
of
as a
God.
mustard seed. Little as a
Yes,
mustard seed. So a little as a mustard seed. And you gonna get something glorious up out of it. Like you wouldn't even understand.
Yes.
Like, did God just show up like that?
Oh,
He
wait.
just showed
Only
up like
God.
that?
Yeah, DJ said I had to go through physical and occupational therapy when I had a bacteria infection. It was crazy. Wow. Oh my gosh. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I bet. I know that had to be
As
hard.
small as a mustard seed.
Oh, girl, Chipo, you just mentioned that, right? Okay, so I'm going to church with my mama every week. Like, this was 2012, I think. Just toe up, just emotional, 9 months pregnant. Me and my husband done broke up, and people like, oh, where's so and so every week? Do you know how hard that was? Um, and I was like, Lord, there's no way like I'm gonna be able to bounce back and get my emotions and all that together going through a divorce while I'm pregnant. Me and my husband splitting while I'm 8 months pregnant. The baby was due any day, and then I remember sitting by this lady, like my mom was like, "You gonna have to calm down. You gonna trust. You gotta trust God. It's gonna get better." My daddy would always say, "It's gonna get better." I remember my sister every morning. She would say, "Do you feel any better? Are you okay today?" And it seemed like a nightmare. And I'll be like, "No," and I'll just cry in her arms, my sister, and she would just hold me. I said, "No, like I just can't believe I'm going through this." I said I already got a 3-year-old. I wasn't even intimate. Like I said, I'm not finna do nothing with this man until we get married. I was like, I did it the right way the second time and it still didn't work. So I just remember crying and I was like, I'm not gonna never get through this. I sat by this lady, right? She had a Ziploc bag, and I was like, what is that? You could barely see it. I mean, like, what example could I use? I don't know if y'all seen a mustard seed, but it looked like a little bitty crumb. I said, what is that? And she said, it's a mustard seed. And being pregnant, oh my gosh, I just started bawling. And this lady just held me. And then it just took me to that scripture, like faith the size of a mustard seed. God loved us that much. And he knew living in this world with all the distractions and all the different people's different perspectives and spiritual beliefs, he knew that we would lack faith. So he told us, I really just need you to have a little bitty, believe in me, a little bitty crumb. Just that. Faith the size of a mustard seed. That's all he asking of us. And I learned that having that mustard seed faith, like it turned into like a watermelon seed, then a bigger seed, then it got bigger. Like my faith, it's continuing to grow. You get what I'm saying? Basically, God is just saying, I just want you to start somewhere. Start
Mm-hmm.
somewhere. But when I saw that mustard seed, I never knew how small a mustard seed was. I said, oh my God. But girl, yeah. Oh, wait.
Maybe everybody should go get them a mustard seed.
That's a good
And
idea.
your next live,
You're so crazy.
Girl, that's a good
come
reminder.
back
Do
at
you
your
hear me?
next live. Come back on your next live with a mustard seed.
Yep.
Because
Oh, that's girl. She
That
said they
is
are small, but they
crazy.
actually
I
grow
ain't
larger.
never seen no mustard. Like I have faith, okay? I know about the mustard, but I ain't never seen no mustard.
Girl,
really,
when I saw one, oh wait.
okay, so that's something. Everybody should go get them a mustard seed.
Have you seen one before? I have never seen a
Yes, I
mustard
have.
seed. Is it real? Is it green? Is it
I don't
purple?
remember the color, but it's so girl, it's so little. I said, oh my God.
But that's all you gotta have though, for real. That
Who's
Mhm.
so and so
faith that
cheapo?
small. Faith that small. I think my faith is bigger than that though.
Girl, do you hear me?
I mean, your
See,
face
I
is
love
bigger.
that. That's a good point. It's good to be around people who have good faith too. You need somebody that's real strong
I
in their
think
faith.
it is. I know it is. I know it is. I
Yes,
done been through so much where I know it is. It's no doubt. I done
girl.
been through a situation where ain't nobody else to call. You know what I'm saying? Like God, when you call God, you can't hear him. You gotta have faith. I done been through
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
all of that. You know what I mean? Where when
Chloe G,
nobody else.
hold on, Miss Lawson. I'm praying for you, Chloe G, that everything goes well. Like I know it is. I'm so sorry you going through that. But yes, Miss Lawson, you made a good point. Oh we. But it's so many people that lack faith. Like that's a blessing that your faith is so strong.
It
That
is.
is a huge
I have had
blessing.
to go through like man things that I never even thought I would go through, and I have not. The only thing I had was my kids smiling up at me, and just thinking that things was okay, and it wasn't, and I had to provide a way. You know what I mean? And so I've always kept that. I think I mentioned it before. Both of my kids' fathers is dead. My daughter's father died when she was 6 months. He was a
Oh
great
my
provider.
God.
My son's father died 2 years ago. And like I've always like just been the main provider. When my daughter's father passed, he was the one taking care of my son. So it was like I lost both parents. Like basically I
Oh
lost
my
both.
God.
So I've always just really just had to just try to play the mother and father role, even though, a lot of people say you can't. But I've always just been that person. I've been through relationships where, I try to trust in somebody and then that didn't work. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
it's just been just totally wrong to the point where I'm like, I'm gonna be by myself and I'm gonna learn me. I'm gonna learn what I want in someone. When someone asks me what I want, I'm gonna know down to the T. And I do. I got a whole, what you want in a man? I got a whole list.
Girl, both. Oh my. Okay, so do you feel like you have healed from that? Do you still like get sad? How do
Um,
you like
well,
keep
it's
going?
well, okay, so with when I had my son is the oldest. So me and his dad broke up like early. And then when I met my daughter's father, mind you, she wasn't born a years and years later, okay? So he was
Mm-hmm.
taking me and him was together, he was taking care of my son, and then I had my daughter. And then time I had my daughter, he died 6 months later. So I just knew he was gonna be there because he was a great provider, all of that.
Yes.
So it just took a total my whole life took a whole U-turn. I had to go back to my mom's house with 2 kids. I'm living in this big great house this man bought for me, nice cars, just everything that you could even imagine. And I'm having to go back home to my mom's house.
Wow.
Like total, and then he was not from here. He was from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So his body was shipped there, and the family. He had been here from he had stayed where I live in Georgia for years and years. So basically, they shipped his body there and didn't let me know when the funeral was. Like nothing. So I didn't get a chance to see his body. I didn't get a chance to go to his funeral or anything. So fast forward
Wow.
years later, when my son's father passed, the same thing. I didn't get to go to no funeral, no, and it was different. Nobody knew he was dead because he was living in Texas. And when they found out on my son's birthday. And when they went there, they decided to go ahead and cremate him. So it was like, what? So this is like now it's 2 men that I had babies with that are dead, and I never got a chance to see the body.
Oh
Just as
my
though I
God.
had dreams thinking they was still alive. Like it's just like, what? You got to be kidding me! This cannot be real.
Oh my God. Like, oh
Yeah,
Lord.
crazy. So it's like that's why, like, when it comes to my kids, it's like a whole different type of hurt. Like you can say anything about me, my mama, everything. So it's just like
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I just go into like just a mode where can't nobody take me out of, no matter how many kind of breaks I take from social media or
About your kids.
yeah. So it's just like, even though, and I'm not trying to bring any of that up, but it's like that all of that takes me into like a whole like type of state of shock where it's just like
Yeah.
it's uncontrollable with what come out of my mouth, what I say. If you know, if it's something to that nature, you know what I'm saying, or even like mentioning, and it just because I've had to go through a lot, I've had to do a lot on my own, which I have become like a lot of things about me has come from that. And
Hey,
there's good
Rakisha.
and it's
Yeah.
bad. It's like it's some good things. It's a lot of good, and then there's some that are kind of like, that I've taken time. I haven't been in a relationship in a while. I try to get to know me, get to know what I want. Try to not to drag any of that into anything or nothing. And
No, I get it. Yeah.
I tried to date people and just not even tell them. First, I tried dating and I told them that didn't work. Then I dated and told them it don't matter. Whether I told them that their parents was dead or not, that didn't matter. They still treated me the same way. They still, at the end of the day, treated my kids the same way. So it's just like, it's people out here that just really don't care about anything you're going
Yes.
through. They're selfish or anything like. So I just really try to focus on me and get myself together. And I feel like if I run across, that person, I run across them. If I don't, I don't. I get into knowing me and enjoying being with me and just,
Girl,
yeah.
that's me. Do you hear me? Because dating is like a whole, maybe that's why I ain't got no man now. It's a job. It may be because I'm raising boys, like I meet people, why you not dating? You too fine. You too. It's
And
way this
that's
and
what's
that.
wrong with
Baby,
you?
I'm a whole
What's
job in
wrong with you?
myself.
Yeah,
Like,
what's
are you
wrong with
gonna be patient
you?
with me? Are you gonna
Yeah,
really
why you
ride
ain't
this
got no
thing out with the
man?
girl?
They'll be like, why you ain't got no man? What's wrong with you? That people are really trying to make you feel like it's you.
Yeah.
And
I think
if
it
you
is
fall
me though, to a certain extent.
no, don't fall into that, because people will really make you feel like that. You cannot fall into feeling like it's you. You can't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people will. At one point, I was thinking it was me. I was like, what is wrong with me? Oh my God, it's me. But I have taken time out from relationships. I don't jump into relationships. I get to know myself and all of that. There's a lot of manipulators out here. There's a lot of
Oh
liars out
we.
here. There's a lot of everything out here that they will try to make you feel like it's you, and they'll get you where they want to have you, and then now they got control.
I
So,
think your mic messing up, Miss Lawson, a little bit. Or is
okay,
that mine?
it might be mine. Let me drop down and come back. It might be mine. It's like staticky.
Yeah.
Okay, let me drop down.
Okay. Yeah, but baby, I've been single since 2018. And like I be joking around Thanksgiving and Christmas. I be like, I wish I had a boyfriend or but I know I want more than a boyfriend. I want a husband and I want it to be lifelong this time. So I'm willing to wait for the right person that's not but and a lot of these dudes like they be, oh yeah, let's go out, let's do this. Now I come with a package deal, player. I got 2 kids. I'm not asking you to take care of them, but I'm asking you to love and accept them as you do me. And if you can't holler at your girl, I understand. So yeah, I just it's just me. Me and the boys. Yeah. Maybe when they grow up all the way, maybe when they get grown, I can dedicate more time to getting to know somebody and dating. And then it's hard to trust. These people be playing. I ain't got time. I don't want to end up slapping nobody. Why do I do that every time? Okay, hold on. There we go. I was single from 2002 to 2018, was raising kids. Girl, yes. Yes,
Trust,
Cena
oh
said
my
same
God.
here. Mm-hmm. Yes,
Trust
like
is a whole
because
nother
I
level.
huh?
I said trust is a whole nother level.
Yes, it is, baby. Cause I'm like when I'm in a I'm not playing with you when we together. I'm gonna be loyal to you. I'm gonna treat you right.
Yeah,
Like I'm gonna pour my entire self into you. So don't play with me. And I know like
exactly.
what I have to offer and how sincerely and genuinely I love and how ride or die I am. So I have to be careful with my heart.
You have to trust yourself
Mm-hmm.
and trust that person. And that's a lot.
That is.
That's a lot. And I don't think people really understand that that's a lot. Like when you going into dating and trying to become one with a person, because I'm 32, so I
Mm-hmm.
don't want a boyfriend. I don't want a man that's just going to be around me. Like I have a child, so
Mm-hmm.
I come, I don't come alone.
Right. That's what I be thinking. And those casual
You know,
things, like to each their own. I know a lot of women that can function like that. Like, oh, we just gonna kick it. Or some women be okay with, oh, what is it? Like a cuddle buddy, or basically somebody you just have sex with and y'all kick it and all of that. Me personally, I
no,
wasn't built that way. I know
and
me.
I don't,
Like,
and I
if
don't
I'm
want
giving
that.
myself to you, I care. I'm gonna love you. Like it's deeper than just say I don't know how to operate like that, so I'm not even finna set myself up. That's why what you ain't done nothing in that long. Correct, I haven't, and I'm okay. Like I'm protecting my heart, and I know what I want. You
Yeah,
know, so I just can't. Like I be like, you a tough girl. You know, some
yeah,
women say they can. I just know me. I'm not able to do that.
yes. And I fight, you fight with yourself. Like you gotta trust them. Like I could trust myself all day long, and I can tell
Hmm.
you can trust me, but can I trust you?
That's the
Because
thing.
I'm a fight with myself. Like, oh, you gotta trust them. Like you can't just assume things. You can't just say things that you know, because it might not be true.
Right.
So it's all about praying and just having trust and respect. Respect is a
Mm-hmm.
huge thing. And communication is a key
Girl,
too.
that's the
Communicate. A
thing right
lot of people
there.
don't know communication will take you far.
Absolutely. And I'm a talker. Like, I think that's why me and my oldest son's father didn't work. Um, I'm like, like I go back to the signs. He is Sagittarius. Very real. He's like, I give him that he a straight shooter when it come to majority of things. Um, But when I say, well, why this or I feel this way, man, Mo, don't ask me that. Don't ask me that, bro. Don't question me. Either you gonna trust me. And sometimes that's a manipulative tactic. You don't want me to ask you because you really low key doing something you
Right.
ain't got no business. You don't trust me. Why I gotta
hmm
because you low
And
key
if
kind
I'm
of making me
asking you,
insecure,
and if
like
I'm asking you, I must feel some type. If I'm asking you, I must know something or I feel it.
mm-hmm. Like I have to have somebody that's willing to communicate with me on all levels. I don't care. Like sometimes I may ask you something again. Like sometimes we need
Yeah.
reassurance.
Yeah.
I admit that I need reassurance
I
after a
am
lot
that
of the stuff
person
I've
that
been
will ask
through.
you again. I am that person that will ask you again because I
And that
need to make sure I understand.
right. And I'm like, okay, God, maybe you showing me I'm not ready.
hmm
Maybe, because when one person I think has given me really sound advice about relationships is my sister, and a lot of the stuff I say, she be like, "No, you're not ready to date. No, that ain't gonna work. You don't trust." My daddy tell me the same thing. You can't be with nobody you don't trust. My mom and my daddy always tell me that, like, they have worked things out this long because they trust each other. You know, like, that's the key: trust and communication.
Yes.
But girl, yeah, they not here in 2022, going on 2023. Lord help me. And then with the touch of a button, you can hook up with somebody and sleep with them and figure out, oh, I don't like them. I'm gonna holler at them. I'm through. Like, I don't have
Mm-hmm.
time for that. Everything is virtual. With a click of a button, you can cheat on me.
Right.
If that makes sense, with all the dating
It
sites and
does.
the way people are inboxing, and that's why I say, if you
And
got a
that's what you,
a really solid relationship, y'all are blessed. And I pray that I have that one day.
yeah.
If you got
I
something
love
solid,
to see
oh
people who has
we,
been married for years.
mm-hmm,
Oh my God, I love to see it. And just being in a relationship with somebody for so long is a blessing.
yep, I
Mm,
agree.
okay. Yeah, so I mean, just having some, I mean, I feel like in relationships, y'all should become friends
Mm-hmm.
because being friends in a relationship, that it helps because you're able to talk to them, you're able to come to them with whatever, and
Yeah,
is building trust also because you got to trust your friend.
that is so true. And I'm just looking at the comments. Yes, you are already healed, Koji. You are. Cena said, people always ask me why I'm single. You so beautiful. Man, because there's so many dogs out here.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
many players. Uh-uh. I'm
Be
just
single
scared.
until you feel that it's your time, and
Right.
until God placed that one person in your life, and you'll know when it's that one.
My daddy always
You
say
just
that.
you'll
He was
know.
like, you're gonna know when he
It'll
said
be
you
so
just gonna know. It's
different.
not gonna be forced. And a lot of times it comes when you least expect. True love come. Thank you, Miss Lawson. True love comes when you like least expect, when you're not looking for it. So I'm like, okay, daddy, we gonna see. No, but I get what he's saying. I just pray that I meet somebody real that's gonna love. And
It's gonna
it's
be
like my
so
daddy told me,
different.
when he met my mama, right?
Mhm.
They were out one night and he said, I forgot exactly how he explained it, but he said when he met my mama, some kind of way he saw my sister. My sister hadn't even been born. It's just like weird. You get what I'm saying? Even though my sister looked just like my mama to me, my mom is just a brown version of my sister. I'm like, wow, they were just destined, I guess. You just never
Right.
know. When God puts something
And how
together, he
long
just
they
put it
been
together.
married?
This year they will be married for 40 years. Hold on real quick.
Wow. Amazing. 40 years. That's amazing.
Okay, I'm back, y'all. But yeah, 40 years. They've been riding for each other for, that's why I say, for people to stay together and work it out, that's a blessing. I look at my sister's marriage, that's a blessing. People just, when I went through my divorce, I was like, man, a lot of these dudes be treating it like it's boyfriend and girlfriend. I won't mad at you, we gonna break up. No, we married.
Mm-mm.
This a covenant.
You
You
married
get what
me
I'm
for better
saying?
or
Like,
worse. You
I was
marry me
like,
for better or
uh-uh.
worse. To death do you part. To death
It's
do
supposed
us
to be.
part. So you should be able to work through anything. You should be able to
Mm-hmm.
accept we should be able to accept whatever that to come to us, and work it out
Yes.
and make it work. Because you pass the phase of boyfriend and girlfriend. And when you're older, I don't see myself saying, "Oh, you my boyfriend."
Even though you gotta go through that stage to get to the
Yeah.
fiance, to get to the marriage. But I get what you're saying. I don't want to live in that too long.
No, I don't, cause I don't, and if I'm dating, I can't say, "Oh, you my boyfriend." I'm too grown to be saying, "Oh, you my boyfriend."
Mm-hmm. Right. But I be
Like,
looking at life, I'm like, okay, was I meant to be single? That's
right.
like I have to keep my mind open because if I have these expectations of, oh, I'm gonna, get married again one day, it'll be nice. Um, but I'm wholeheartedly loving me. And I spend so much of my young years like dating, relationship after relationship, failed relationships at that. So at 36, I'm like, I'm chilling, and if it's meant to be, it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
It's gonna happen. And it's not
It
gonna be
is.
very chaotic like my past relationships have been. And I have to also take accountability and say the type of men that I chose. Like
Yep.
I chose gorgeous men. Um, and ain't nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying, like, give me somebody that's I not in the mirror 24/7 more than me. You get
But
what
it's
I'm
not
saying?
it's not more so of the looks. You got see, I go off of personality. I go off of
And
if
they
I can
had
hold a
that.
conversation with you.
Sis,
If
they
I can
had
hold a
that.
conversation with you,
Yeah.
like it's not
But the
no
thing,
conversation about just like sex and
right. And the thing was
just the
like
norm.
I met my oldest son, like we dated for I was 17 when I met him.
Yes,
I had
Miss
my oldest
Lucky.
son when I was 21. He was, well, I never think he was all of that, but people did. And he had the
Mhm.
conversation. He's God fearing. He's very intelligent. He got a good career now. Um, he still get on my nerves though. He be slacking in a lot of ways. But I'm saying like it wasn't like just the looks thing. He had everything, but the downfall is he a player. He ain't got no self control with these women. I can't
So he
trust
wasn't
you.
ready.
Yeah, and one thing I respect about him when my daddy set us down, he said, I'm just not ready to get married. My daddy
See?
respect that more than me getting married and then going through a breakup while I was 9 months pregnant with my youngest son daddy. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I'm like,
So
I
let me ask
appreciate
you a
you for that.
question. Are y'all still friends?
Who?
You and him?
My ex-husband
Yeah.
or
What, the one that your dad
um
sat down? That's
oh,
your ex-husband?
it's so
Or your
weird. It's so weird. Like, when we're good, we're good. Like, he'll come through the door because I told you he's 6'5". He'll knock somebody out just like that if they mess with me. Do we still kind of have our differences? Yes, but he is a protector and he got my back. Like, I feel like this is another thing the older I get. Because I'm very analytical and I'm a deep thinker. I think about things on so many levels. I was like, okay, God, you allowed my baby to be here. Thank you, Lord. What would my life be without him? But I think I misconstrued my assignment with him. He was supposed to be in my life, but I think he was supposed to be like a big brother, if that makes sense. Like the way we talk, it be on some like little sister, big brother type at this point, because ain't
mhm.
nothing going on. We just co-parent. We got a kid together. You know,
Right.
he be like, well, Mo, I know you say you feeling like this. Well, if you eat this or if you do this, oh, I think this for Isaiah. Man, you got it. You gonna bounce back. You strong. Like you one of the strongest. Like he be speaking life into me. It ain't nothing else going on behind the scenes. And he low key always did that even when we met. Like he met me. I was going to a mega church. I used to lead songs. He was like, man, I love to hear you sing. Like you just need to open
So
your
could
eyes
it
when
be
you
wrong
sing.
timing?
Yeah, I know it's thousands of people out there, but open your eyes when you sing. Like God gave you a gift. You like it's always been on some motivational type. And then we ended up falling in love. Like when he liked me, I didn't even like him. And then when I finally started loving him, he fell out of
Mm,
love. I'd be like, why my relationships go like this? These men be chasing me for so long. And then I be so mean. Like, I don't like him. Then it just switched. But like you said, timing.
wrong timing.
Timing. Yeah, but I had to forgive them on so many levels, or I would be bitter right now. I would be bitter. So I just thank God that we are able to co-parent, and I would say majority of our co-parenting is healthy right now. But baby, in them 20s, you talking about it was rough. It was rough. We was at each other's throats. Oh we. But we too old for that now, you know?
Yeah, because what the reason why I said it probably was wrong timing because if y'all, I mean, if you say he was that for you and I mean, he's still a protector of you.
Mm-hmm. You right,
Sometimes
DJ.
people come back and things work for the better. Maybe those was y'all testing and trial, like y'all had
Right.
to go through that to get, ahead.
Absolutely. That's true. Yep. You are so
But
right.
dating,
Y'all
you
have
have
been
to
the
trust the
sweetest.
process.
Are y'all ready for me to end the live now?
I want to
Tina
see
said
these
she'll be right
comments.
back. Oh, Miss Lawson said you can be beautiful and single. I agree. I feel you, my love. Willie said, believe you gotta understand that
Hmm.
particular man says that is so true. It's all about balance and discernment.
Hmm.
That's a word. That is so true. Something I'm still, two areas that I'm still growing in. Um, balance and discernment, especially when it comes to relationships. Yeah, like I said, I know how deep I can fall, so I'm just protecting my
Oh
heart.
man, man.
Cause it's like I'm one of them people where forget this, I'm through with you. Before I look up, it be 3 years I've been saying I'm through with you.
Yeah,
So
that's me. Like
I
I,
just
I got some story. I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna share my stories because, like that right there, like I have
mhm.
a whole story behind on that. Like, cause man, me saying forget you, I hate you, I don't want to be with you, that turned into years of me saying
Yeah.
that.
Mhm. It can.
So I protect my heart. Now I learned from all my mistakes. I can say
Yep.
that. So I'm not. If I get into a relationship, I know not to fall so hard. I
But
know to back myself
ain't that the
up.
key?
Yeah,
Falling for somebody you can be vulnerable with that won't take advantage of that, but honor that.
yeah. But then you know what you been through.
That's true,
So
Miss
do I
Lawson. That's the
fall?
topic. Mm-hmm.
So do I fall for you and get hurt again, or do I
Mm.
take my time and learn you and
Right.
help you learn yourself? Because sometimes they don't know themselves.
That's
Sometimes they
true.
think they do, but they don't. So it's all about learning each other and helping each other and growing.
Yes, it is.
But I'm not gonna get too deep into that because that can be a topic.
Yes, it can, baby. So that can be next. What would be a good topic? Like, give me an exact topic, y'all, for next week. What, balance and discernment, or uh
Yeah, you can go from there.
that's good. That's awesome. Thank
Yep,
y'all
you can
for the
start from there.
ideas. Yep. Y'all are like so y'all have blessed me tonight, baby. It helped me to get back like focused on what I'm supposed to be doing as far as what God want me to do. So I'm so thankful for y'all. And I'm gonna be back next Thursday at 9 p.m.
Chloe
Thank
G
all of
said
y'all.
balance.
Huh?
Chloe G said balance.
Yes, balance is real good.
So let me ask you, did you put in your description like
Um,
your
I
information?
put, huh?
I said, did you put in your description like your information on like certain thing? I
Oh,
don't know how they do it, but I know like in your description
yeah, I
you
put
put
Thriving Thursdays with Mo, and then like in my description, I put if you can pray it out, talk it out, laugh it out, cry it out, whatever it takes for you to thrive.
okay, so like what if somebody wanted to reach you? Do you have something for like that?
I have my IG. I guess I need to learn how to pin all that stuff.
Because you could put that in your description too. Like if they wanted to, give you a topic, they could put it, send it to you on like your email or IG.
So I need, yeah, let me put my IG. I don't know how to pin stuff yet, so y'all may want to screenshot it. Uh, I'm gonna get all that
Maybe
stuff
one of
together,
them
y'all.
can get it and then put it in there for you, like one of your mods.
Okay,
You see, yeah.
okay. So that's my IG, y'all. If y'all want to follow me, inbox me for
Um,
like content ideas, different topics, just anything.
Cap, put it in.
Thank you. I guess I can start pinning my Cash App next week if y'all want to bless your girl, but y'all don't have to.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
I'm a pin. I guess I'll just start pinning everything like my IG, the Cash App, the topic. I'm gonna learn how to do everything.
yeah, and then go back and just put it in your description. So like if people, once they come visit your channel, they see that already.
Right. Okay. Y'all have been so sweet. I love y'all. And remember, like, to stay motivated. I look forward to hearing from everybody next week. Like, I encourage everybody to like write down things that you think you can do to be better. If it's like, I don't know, going for that one thing that you may have been putting off, praying more about something that you think may be holding you back, digging deep to figure out why you think you struggle with that thing, whatever that thing is. And just coming back, like, let me know how the week went. I pray everybody between now and next Thursday are like extremely blessed, abundantly happy, thriving, like dealing with whatever we got to deal with to be better. And I just encourage everybody to pray, stay motivated, be humble, show love. The way
Yeah.
people getting up out of here. Like I always say that because my sister has shared we lost three of our aunts, my mom's oldest sisters last year. And like it was just a shock. And I lost I say something like my godfather, but he was like the apostle of the church. We had his funeral like 2 weeks ago. And it's just weird because I'm so used to seeing him sit here on Sundays. It's just like cherish people, like work those differences out. It's not worth it. Like we better together than we are separate with all the division and the chaos
Mhm.
and the drama. You know, that stuff be funny and entertaining, but we got to learn to come together too. It's so much better together. And even if you don't are not in favor of somebody, we can still like remain respectful or agree to disagree. Some people
Mhm.
do like cuss people out. That if that's the way you get it out, hey, kudos to you. Who am I to judge you? Oh, but I just want everybody to be happy. We gotta learn to let stuff go. I'm talking to me too, because I could be sitting up here worried about something or stressing about something that really don't shouldn't hold that much weight, you know? But yeah, I look forward to y'all. Thank y'all so much. I'm gonna end it now. Thank you, Lynette, Miss
Thank
Lawson,
you.
Cap, for coming up. Thank all of y'all. And again, Chloe, I'm praying for you. All of y'all have been so sweet in the comments. Willie, Cena, who else was in here? Shay, Tracy, everybody. DJ. Um, who else? It was just so many people that just came through. Bridget. I said, Chloe, I'm praying for you. Rakisha. Everybody was just so sweet. Cheapo. Y'all didn't have to come through and support me, but y'all did, and y'all shed light on a lot of stuff. And I appreciate y'all being transparent. Oh, Tickle was really sweet. She blessed me when she said she feels safe coming in here, because I know she's pretty private. So that means a lot to me. Y'all are just so sweet. Um, but okay, good night, y'all. I'll see y'all next Thursday at 9. Love y'all. Be blessed.